live. Analysts, go.
Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Nerve Esports Circuit. We are in the grand finals. We have Empire Gaming, the reigning champions, undefeated, only dropping a few maps, versus Exolved Esports. Is it Esports? I have no fucking clue.
Yes, it is.
Exolved Esports. Underdogs came in underrated, took out Overlooked. Another underrated team, but they all came out on top in the play-ins, looking good. Empire Gaming, undisputed favorites right now of the play-ins. What do you think about their recent performances? Some might say chokes, some might say fumbles, especially against Opal. What would you say about that, Zenik and Ooze?
What about
you know, one time we had full roster, we were just at the peak. You know, unfortunate the rest of the season.
Yeah.
We win.
I don't
this
think
full
Zenik
roster.
was there. Zenik, you weren't there.
Yeah, I should ask Lara. MB.
Surely. Oh, they're all here.
That's why I'm observer
We
and not.
have. Do we have maps?
Yes, I sent in. Oh, you don't have the fucking roll.
No, I do not. I can't see shit.
Check casting booth that's in there.
Look at you drink.
Fun fact going into this. Empire Gaming have a 100% win rate on Lotus currently. And Exolved have almost a 100% win rate on Lotus, except for the map of Lotus they lost against Empire earlier in playoffs.
Ooh.
Empire have dropped 2 maps, one very early against Empire Redux, and 1 map against Exolved also earlier in playoffs. And Exolved have just been on a tear since that Empire game. Exolved have been doing extremely well since about week 7, so about 4 weeks ago. They've just been playing well for a month straight now. And their only series loss has been against Empire Gaming since then.
Wait, we got a rose toy in here. Wait, we're live, right? Oh shit.
Dude. Alright.
Oh my god.
We're gonna
We're
gonna get into the map. Let's see how Asian Select goes.
I mean, we're probably going to see relatively the standard stuff for both teams.
Yeah.
Exolved are running this double duelist. And yeah, Neon Rays. And then we're just seeing the Fade Breach from Empire Gaming once again. And it'll probably go a lot like the playoffs did, where you get this a lot faster style from Exolved taking a ton of fights. And then Empire Gaming kind of just being a little more one person take contact, util burst behind it, and then win a lot of these fights. Are we seeing a Teo? Okay, no, he's trolling.
Wait, they're playing Yoru last time, no?
No, they run Raise Neon.
We're wanting that.
Yeah, they like to stick with these double duelist comps that seem to work out well for them.
I think
They're the
playing on every
T1 of
map.
the NEC. Thoughts?
I mean, yeah, fuck it.
What works is what works.
Yo, can they
No
lock
need
in?
to change it.
Lock in, let's watch.
Let's get going. Get it started.
Oh, I should have got the player
I'm not gonna lie,
controller set
I
up.
want to see if Tosh can carry the momentum that he's had over the last like week, because Tosh has been ridiculously good all week. I think
Oh,
he's
yeah.
got. I
Yeah.
didn't fully look at the stats, but he looked to have like a 2 KD in total over the last like week.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Definitely
He's
been
been
going crazy for sure.
So I'm wondering the Tosh versus Miz matchup. I'm wondering how that's gonna go. Very excited to see that, because I feel like that's gonna be a lot of the deciders if we can shut down the Miz aggression, or if the Tosh momentum gets shut down.
Well, we will see. Alrighty, in the server
Wait,
now.
so we just straight lied, by the way.
So
Oh, Biz was on Yoru on Lotus against Lab.
Go, go, go!
Ah.
I'm out of here.
They played
Wait,
both
but against
so-
OE, But against OE, he did play the Neon. So they'd have two
Oh.
comps. Mmm. They switched every time. Is it like a coin flip? Like, what's going on? Just kidding.
Getting the shots already. Love that.
All right, looks like classic A aggression for the defenders here, and Exolved are gonna go for what seems like a heavy B push. Simple vice flash over towards A, doesn't see anybody. No aggression up towards A main, just holding for now.
Bring
See
them
if Ricky
down.
can spot them out here. Here's a couple.
Wall tripped.
They trip the wall. A little bit of util coming out, and they're gonna open door to rotate over to C here.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
And Empire are going to just be put on a 5-man retake here. 5v5 retake. This will be quite interesting. He's all pushing into CT here. All 5 members of Empire are there. Kinetic gets the kill on the Miz. Gets another on the Ivy before Big Alpha gets
Last player
2.
standing.
Obiz getting 2 more as well. And Drunks gets the trade onto Obiz, now in a 1v2. Quite winnable. Spikes down. Puts out a smoke for himself to get on. And Exolved are just both playing main here. Drunk still has his blind.
One enemy remaining.
Gets one. And almost gets the second, but Jehovid cleans up and secures the round for Exolved.
Together fade. We will show them the true
Very textbook
meaning of
round from
fear.
Exolved there. Starting off with B to play the close range guns. And then, after they saw contact, quick rotated to C.
Wait, our Tosh
We've
is
got
game
Tosh.
crashed.
We've got
Oh,
Tosh
no.
DCing again.
Oh,
again.
the Tosh special.
Did happen yesterday as well.
That timeout was like 5 minutes long, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tech took a minute.
Yeah, it was a while.
I'm gonna have to restart my game after this and run it as an admin because the overlays not displaying everything, unfortunately.
Did we hit a
Lucky indeed.
BRB here or no? Just want to make sure.
We could. Actually, yeah, that's what we'll do. Stream, we will be back.
God damn it, Tosh.
All right, and we're back with Teams Exolved going for a pretty split, and Empire gonna try and push out a B here to see what they can get. Exolved just holding right now, trying to get info, seeing if there's an eco stack anywhere so they can keep their anti-eco guns here. Actually, 2 buggies, both front B right now for Empire as well. Exolved making plenty of noise on A, but Spike is leaning towards C. Big Alpha gets the info that there is something going on C. Now Exolved going for a C execute here. Just up to Big Alpha and Inuvi to hold.
Shadows traveling.
Gonna be a pretty heavy retake here. And they're gonna open, Empire opening door, running out. Tosh gets Miz and gets Big Alpha. Wim gets another on the Ricky. Now up to Envy and Dunks.
Last player standing.
Envy gets one before getting traded by Tosh. Up to Dunks now in a 1v4 with only a sheriff to his name. Exolved opting to simply fall off and go main. Don't want to give any more guns. The Dunks here, who's my guess is looking to die to Spike.
What's up?
Good job, Exolved, by not getting thriftied that round. Empire is always deadly on thrifties.
Oh yeah, only managing to only lose 1 gun.
Took a site.
Nope.
Quite well done for Exolved. Now gonna be a pretty decent bonus going in with 4 guns and a sheriff, 2 rifles, an outlaw, sheriff, and stinger. Empire seeming to have a setup more towards B right now, leaving A up to Dunks. Exolved making plenty of noise towards A, drawing out the rotates from Empire, but Spike is over towards C again.
Yeah, it seems like this might be their default setup for attack. 3-2. 3-2 split.
Yeah. Empire heard the cut noise and are rotating back, and Spike has gone over towards A again. Seems Exolved are wanting to hit A here with 4 men advantage. Oh, Big Alpha getting the kinetic on the lurk towards C. Dunks gets 2 from Tree before getting traded by Wim.
Flash out. Blinding.
Miz peeks out, doesn't catch anybody.
One
So
enemy
Oviz and
remaining.
Wim goes down to Envy. Miz cleans up Oviz for a clean buy-up.
Near flawless round.
Well done on the respective by Empire this time to play their gun advantage and win the round with only 1 gun loss.
Too obvious.
Now we'll get to see the first rifle round of the game and really see an even gun matchup.
It's like Exolved's taking heavy towards A.
Once again, only Dunks on A here to hold it.
Irrelevant.
And Empire pushing out. Miz gets caught by Kinetic, holding for that B push. And Exolved are gonna speed up towards A. Tosh solo in tree. Now is the help of his teammates coming in. Empire slow to rotate onto A. Doesn't seem like they're convinced this is gonna be an A hit. Exolved now on site. Dunks is uncleared so far. He's able to get 1 on the win. Gets a second on the Tosh. Gets traded by Oviz. And Spike goes down. Envy on site and Big Alpha on the flank. We'll see if they're able to do it. Envy
Take. Well tripped.
blinded. Exolved leaving 1 in main and 2 in tree to hold site. Jehovit staying in main, gets a kill
Last
onto
player
Ricky.
standing.
Envy gets 1 onto Kinetic and Big Alpha onto
Last player
Jehovit. Up to
standing.
Obiz in tree, gets the kill onto Envy. Now it's a 1v1.
Pop is all.
Big Alpha swings into tree, gets Obiz, and has time for the spike defuse.
My ultimate's ready.
I think if Obiz pops his ult there and gets a slide, he has a chance of winning that round right there.
Truly quite close. 3v2 for Exolved. Turned into a 1v2. Turned into a 1v1.
Make
Now
Empire
Exolved
fight
are going to
for
be
it.
on a bit of a weaker buy.
Go, go, go.
Exolved are going to opt to buy up here, despite having a weaker buy. No, actually scratch that. They ended up going for lesser guns at the last moment. And Obiz is just in through B with his ult. But Big Alpha holds for it and gets the kill. Gives up C and opts to retake. The wall stops Exolved for a moment, but it's a free sight for them. Big Alpha pops his ult, gets buggied by Tosh. And the door opens, and Empire pushing out. Exolved is split right now. Miz gets the kill onto Wim. Jehovit all on his lonesome right now. 1v2. Gets killed by Miz. That's spiked down. Kinetics on C. And Tosh is all the way through A. Kinetics spotted out.
One enemy remaining.
Dunks gets the kill onto Kinetic. All up to Tosh now. Who gets cleaned up by Envy.
Alpha finding Obiz there is huge. If he falls to Obiz, that could go Exolved's way fast.
Oh yeah. A quick C split with a Neon ult through B would have been quite a different round. And instead it
Saw
turned
the
into
vision.
sort of a weird situation where Exolved had 2 people towards C, 1 running through B, and 2 people still stuck in main. Empire opening that door really threw quite the wrench into their plans there, having to split up and unable to help each other. And now we're going to see a big push out of Empire on towards A, but none of Exolved are over, except for Jehovit far outside A main, who hears it all. Kinetic peeking, sees Envy running towards C now. Miz holds. Kinetic with a nice shot onto Miz.
Thorns activated.
And Dunks pushes up. Jehovit catches it. And still Exolved don't move. Still heavy towards C. Ricky opts to rotate towards A. Posh gets in B. Traded by Big Alpha. And all of Exolved now outside of C here. With only Big Alpha to hold. Gets 1 onto Obiz.
Last player standing.
And Jehovit gets the trade. All up to Ricky now.
Thorns are live.
Ricky in this 1v3 here. We'll see what he's able to do. Kinetic throws out some Razor Thorns. Gonna stop Ricky in his tracks.
Looks like he wants to try to go for it.
Jehovit holding. Gets a 3k on the round. Big gunfights there. 2 50-50s that went the way of Exolved, with Kinetic peeking out B and getting the kill onto Miz, and then Jehovit holding for that overextension by Dunks outside of A.
I like how Exolved are playing this. They're not fighting instant for anything, usually. They're playing very reactionary off of that.
As you say that, a big clash looks like it's going to be happening towards A here. Finally, this big A fight happens. Dunks unable to get one. Jehovit cleans him top rubble. Wim catches Ricky. Miz gets Tosh. Puts up his wall and tries to get away. Gets Obiz. Pops his ult, but Wim is able to get him before he can do much with it. Envy now solo on site. And Alpha rotating as quick as he can to come help. Both teams cut noise for a minute. Now Exolved are going to open Breakable and opt to go B.
Deficient.
Big Alpha catches Wim overextending into heaven. And Kinetic's gonna pop Visal. Empire opting to double up here. Envy and Big Alpha. Jehovah and Kinetic.
One enemy remaining.
Jehovah gets caught out by Envy, who commits the breach ult. And now up to Kinetic in a 1v2. Bomb not quite planted for him.
One enemy remaining.
Catches Big Alpha and a nice flick on Envy for a 1v2.
This world will know
Well
my
played.
name.
Huge clutch by Kinetic there.
I demand what I'm owed. Now we wait.
Seems we're gonna have a
Another
tech pause now. Oh,
God damn it,
Uh-oh,
Paul
Ender.
Valorant.
My internet is fucked right now.
oh no.
We'll be back. I'm gonna try to solve this real quick.
Yeah. All right, and we're back. Some tech issues addressed, and we're gonna start with Exolved going for a pretty heavy C split here, or C exec.
Gotta go.
Turning up now. Empire gonna be on an eco this round.
Thorns activated.
In goes Tosh. Blind coming into CT now. And Tosh opting to take CT. Big Alpha with a nice shot on Tosh. Gets that first kill, and Miz is in the site. They don't see Jovit though. Big Alpha gets kill on Kinetic. Jovit gets on one on the Envy, and Wim gets dunks. Now 2v3 for Empire. They're running out on the site, picking up guns. And get clash on site here. Ricky gets a kill into Oviz. And Jovit, Omen ults all the way over to A and gets spiked down.
Planted.
Gives Empire the opportunity to grab some guns for this retake.
Yeah, but it's going to come at quite the time cost. They're going to be in maybe a little bit of a rush for this 2v2 now.
Shadows traveling.
Exolved playing quite far apart right now. Jovit quick upstairs. Jovit gets one on a Ricky, gets Big Alpha trades, and Wim all the way back from Rubble gets the cleanup. And another round on the board for Exolved.
I don't think Empire expected another player to be up so far when they tried to flood into C there. Jovit was able to get 2 off of that.
Yeah, they really just ran out right past him and didn't expect anything. I think there was also a flash as well that was a bit of a distraction, allowing him to sit in that back corner and get those 2 free kills. And we're gonna see what looks like a heavy A fight from Empire and a B split from Exolved. Empire gets that A space, immediately rotates heavy onto B. Exolved leaving 2 players to make noise, but backing up more towards A right now.
Leaving Neon to anchor.
Yeah, Miz is about to see 4 players pushing in. We'll see what he can do.
Rotating back.
Breaks the Prowler. Gets the help from his teammates. Miz gets Jovit. Tosh trades. Wim gets a kill on the Ricky.
One enemy
And
remaining.
Obiz gets a kill on Envy. Kinetic gets a kill on the Big Alpha. Now all up to Dunks. Gets the first onto Tosh. Expects Kinetic. Gets the kill onto him. Now a 1v2. And Exalted are gonna just simply have none of that. Run away and go plant C.
Running low.
And Dunks already has this idea.
Uses both TPs, I believe, to try and get this timing. Is there quite quick, but Exalted seem ready for something. I catches Dunks.
30 seconds
Oldest
left.
goes for a roll
One
piece.
enemy
Win!
remaining.
Sticking the bomb, gets caught out.
C.
Nice trade.
Oldest cleans up. Denying
Interesting
the
plant spot
1v4.
from Wim there, but Obiz there with the trade.
Yeah, almost a 1v4 for Dunks there, but finally, Obiz makes sure that doesn't happen. It also puts Empire back onto another eco around here. Seems like we're gonna see another pretty big A fight coming out for both teams.
Where are
Obiz gets killed into Dunks. Miz gets one before getting traded by Jovit. Envy gets the trade onto Jovit. And Exolved speeding up towards C right now. Big Alpha. Tosh ults in and takes sight.
Go get him.
I'm gonna be bringing this fight. And up to Envy and Ricky to 2v3 here. Ricky able to get a Guardian. Envy only a Sheriff to his name though. Ricky gets one onto Tosh. 2v2 now. Proving some better weaponry. Scans one.
Last
Flashes
player
coming out from
standing.
Envy. Ricky gets the kill
Okay,
into Kinetic.
last player
2v1
standing.
now. Wim gets Ricky. Envy not able to tap the spike. Has to wrap around. Taking
Mine's
a
running low.
moment.
Nice shot.
And
by
win with a
Whip.
nice
They
shot.
Really think they
Cleans
can
up the
scare
round.
me.
These rounds are very close, usually coming down to 2v1, 1v1s.
Yeah, Empire just struggling to close out these rounds when they do get close.
Who needs a weapon?
Yeah, and I will say, despite the 7-3 scoreline, I'd say it's a much closer game than you might think. Especially with Exolved starting on this attacking half, wanting to get as many of these rounds as they can. Seems like Empire stacks C this round, and Exolved are gonna go A again. Just big alpha now with only a sheriff. Jovit gets the kill and opens up the site. Now Empire gonna have to retake. Kinetic fighting 2 on the flank right now. We'll see if they can catch him out.
I'm out of here.
Miz gets him. Now equal men for both teams.
Hi.
Wim in a nice spot to catch them. I don't think they expect him here. Jungle. Wim gets Ricky, makes his position known. Envy trades. And Obiz running around with the neon ult gets the trade onto Envy.
Gotta go. This way.
Looks like they're
And with low time, Empire off to save.
Last player standing.
Miz able to get Tosh before going down to Jovit. Only 1 gun saved for Empire here.
Last round in the half.
Quite the read coming out from Exolved. Hitting A side right after Empire chose to swap sides, putting their Sentinel, the only man without a gun, solo holding A.
Yeah, I mean, we're just seeing every single trade go in favor of Exolved. They're always up numbers at the end of every round. Every team fight looks to be at least +1 for Exolved afterwards. Rebel fights, Empire just aren't winning them.
They're almost
kinda
always
just letting
getting
Exolved
first
be able
blood
to see.
too.
Yeah, I agree. I'd like to see a little more aggression towards A to try and find Miz a pick rather than just taking the control and leaving it there, because just letting Exolved group up and take these fights together is killing Empire every single time.
You can actually see it now. Empire marking some pings over towards A. They might be discussing how to fight that better.
And then we're just
What do you-
not seeing the normal players pop off right now. Ricky's had a lot of good games in the past, and Tosh as well, and both of them are sitting towards the bottom. Instead, we're seeing Jehovit and Dunk's taking the lead over here.
And Big Alpha as well, the sub coming in for Empire, top fragging right now for his team.
Big controller and Sentinel game for sure.
Alright, well, we're gonna see Empire fighting this Rubble. We'll see what changes they've made after the timeout and see if it goes in their favor now.
Face your fear.
Util coming out to the side of Exolved and a Fatal that's gonna hit nobody. Miz Neon ults and Exolved want none of it. They're just gonna run away and hold and spawn.
Almost out.
Big rotates coming out from Empire, completely leaning over towards C, which was empty before. Exolved leaning back towards A, looking to re-clear. We'll see what Dunks and Envy can do here. See if they'll able to hold Rubble. Out comes Tosh, satcheling out. Dunks gets the kill onto Tosh and ults out to safety. Miz sliding up, gets some damage, but Dunks gets Kinetic and Obiz. Now,
It's exactly what Empire needed to do, not give up that rebel space. And it worked
Yeah.
wonderfully for them.
well, Jovit pops the Omen ult, but I believe
30
cancels
seconds
it.
left.
Now we're seeing Empire heavy towards A, and Exolved are looking to NC here. Big Alpha gonna be able to hear it though. We'll see if he goes for anything. Pops his util. Low time. He might try and go for a delay here.
10 seconds left.
No, he'll simply wait to retake
find
3v2
you.
man advantage.
Last player standing.
Big Alpha catches out Wim. Jehovah goes down to Ricky with a nice angle. Round for Empire.
I don't lose.
A4 is a great half from Exolved.
Oh yeah, big
Switching
rounds for them. They're gonna
sides.
be going into this defensive half with quite the lead. Well, whatever Empire talked about, it worked out for them, but only for one round, and now they're switching sides. So I wonder if they might have discussed any attack plans in that timeout as well or not. We'll see Exolved with a 2-2-1 here across the board for them. And Empire, it seems, are gonna just default it out.
Empire start with a 1-3-1 towards B. Give them that option to split either A or C.
Seems like a trap play going on towards B here. Miz might get caught out by this if he ends up. Tries to jump the wall, but his neon slide keeps him out of any danger. Neither team really giving out too many rotates. Spike for Empire going over towards C now. Medic and Jovid ready for it though.
Destroyed. Wall tripped.
Miz trips the wall. Doesn't commit to the site though. Now 4 outside of C for Empire. And they're going to be rotating away. Big Alpha with quite a lot of space over towards A. And seems Tosh is going to give up the site and opt to retake.
Thirty seconds left.
Tosh looking for something. Gets caught out by the scan though. Obiz gets a kill on the Big Alpha. Envy kills Tosh.
Spike planted.
Medic peeks out, gets a kill on the Ricky and Envy before getting traded by Dunks, and Ovid cleans up the remaining 2.
Beautiful retake.
Well played for Exolved.
Spike's dead. You're welcome. I'm out of here.
Didn't give Empire
Good.
any timing to get into close point positioning.
Yeah. Exolved had quite a few players stacked towards B and C and simply opted to retake A, and quite a beautiful retake. Gets them the round.
That's both pistols under Exolved's belt.
Yeah, and with that pistol as well, puts them up 9-4. And Empire not opting to buy up. We're gonna go for a regular eco round 2 here. Miz going up. He's 1. They're opened by Kinetic, who gets caught out by Dunks from C Mound. See if Jehovah tries to defend this gun. Dunks will pick up the Outlaw. Jehovah peeks out, doesn't get a kill, but gets some good damage on to Dunks. Empire now grouping up outside towards C. Both teams cut noise. Empire's just sitting outside of C right now. Making noise with the door, throwing util towards B. And it pulls rotate out of Wim. Now Jehovah solo on site. Gets a kill on the Big Alpha. Ricky gets kill on Wim.
30 seconds left. One enemy
Obiz gets kill on Envy. Jovic gets Ricky. Now all up to Dunks.
Jovic wants his kill.
A wide swing by Jovic. Gets caught out by Dunks with the Outlaw. Now 1v2, but almost no time for him. And the spam through smoke by Tosh cleans up the round. Back.
Back. He shot 1 bullet.
Getting a
Good
tech
hold by
from the very
Jovit, dancing around the box on site there.
Wide, good hold. Puts Exolved up now 10-4.
I mean,
And a
we're just
wise
seeing
man
all
once
this-
said, if they get the next two, they're still in it.
Yeah. We're just seeing a lot of the same stuff from Exolved that they've been running relatively all season. You've got a lot of these trap plays on defense side, a little bit of aggression towards one side of the map, and then 3 players playing really passive for that trap play. And they've been running this quite a bit, just stacking where they hear the noise, and then fighting, and then leaving one side open for retake. And it's been working really well for them, and it looks like it's just going to keep working.
Yeah.
But looking into this round, we've got it's pretty scatterback from Exolved. I'm pretty sure every type of gun on their side right now. And then we've got Empire with, of course, the full buy that comes with losing the eco round after the pistol loss. I have no clue how long this timeout's gonna last.
It is a tech, so. And I'd like to see a little bit more movement out of Empire. They seem to understand that Lotus is a map of rotates, but they also seem to be trying to fake all of those rotates. And Exolved's not falling for any of it.
There was a little bit of an opening on C in that last round, and they actually picked off Wim off of it. Wim came out of the waterfall area and got slammed by the shoddy. But they just weren't able to capitalize on the solo player backside C. They kind of tunnel visioned going water, and as we saw, Jovic kind of destroyed them in that waterfall smoke.
Yeah. Well, not sure if it's because of the tech or if it's because it's what Exolved plans to do, but it seems to be like a heavy A fight's gonna come out here.
I want to take a quick break until this tech gets resolved.
Sounds good to me. Ender? Alright, we're back. Looks like we're gonna see a pretty big A fight here. Once again, both teams putting 4
Gotta go.
double fight.
Oh my.
We're good.
Get chaotic.
Oh yeah. Miz caught Jovit. Obis goes for something. Didn't see anyone. Big Alpha gets kinetic over on the other side of the map. Completely opens up C site for Empire. It seems like they're gonna run and take that quite quickly.
Launching thorns. Thorns activated.
Big Alpha all the way up CT now.
Flash placed.
There.
Tosh sees the flash placement, knows something's up. Empire playing for CT, and they're gonna have 3 members here fighting. Tosh hears it, isn't able to get one, gets caught by Envy, and the rest of Exolved are gonna be coming through door here. The sides have flipped.
It is planted for CT.
Smoke coming out, gonna block the spike. 4 players to spam. Ricky gets Obis through the smoke.
Last player standing.
Ovid goes in, gets caught out by Dunks. All up to Wim now. Gets 2!
My.
And
Oh
Dunks
my.
able to clean up before tragedy strikes.
Hesitation is for amateurs.
Oh,
Let's
there
go.
is a world. The lineup happened. It was very
It
close.
was so close. little overpeaked
Quite the
for
costly
Fnatic.
round for Empire, though. Losing 3 guns against that bonus round for Exolved. Like we're gonna see another rubble fight here.
Looking at a judge on Miz this round.
Four members of Empire here towards A right now. Seems like they're looking to open Breakable in a minute. They open it up. Jovit, the only one on site, catches Big Alpha, catches Miz as well.
One enemy
It's
remaining.
Envy. Ovis
Spike
gets
down B.
thugs from site, and Ricky trades on Jovit.
Huge hold from Jovit.
3 kills was massive as well. Setting up for another kill from Win. Now all up to Ricky in a 1v4.
Get back. My ult is
Gets the
ready.
first on the Tosh.
Where are you?
Big ones at the moment, but Kinetic hits the shot.
Good discipline.
Big hold from Jovit there. Only person on B able to get enough kills to stall for his teammates to come and help, and really securing the round there. Bit of a steamroll for Exolved as well now. Empire can be
Empire
forced on a save.
Oh, yeah.
Able to squeeze out a Bucky and a Bulldog though, still with enough money to buy next. Seems like a classic B rush. Nobody from the side of Exolved on B. They're taking C mound. They open door for a B main fight. Kinetic gets one of the dunks. Envy gets Jovin, and Kinetic gets another on the Envy trading. Empire quite spread out at the moment, with spikes down B main.
And we've swapped sides now, it looks like.
Once again.
Go, go, go. I got spike.
Empire are going to be able to retrieve Spike, though.
Almost
Ricky
out.
all the way up C mound here. Empire are going to go plant C. Big Alpha caught out by a Vice Flash B main. Spike going down now.
Spike planted.
And Ricky up in C mount.
Does Ricky get
We'll see if
cleared here?
Exolved clear this. Kinetic clears it with a wide swing run and gun. Big Alpha and Miz in crossfire. Not the most favorable guns for
Last
it.
player standing.
Miz gets one with a Bucky. Kinetic gets a 4K on for the ace. And he does.
Ace-oo!
An ace for Kinetic. And as well, match point for Exolved.
Uno mas! Uno mas!
One more.
Match point.
I had to do that for the one Twitch viewer if he's here.
Of course, of course. Empire are going to be on a full buy, though. We'll see if they can cling on to life for long enough to hold out till overtime. Seems like they figured out that this B site is the weak spot of Exolved's defensive setup. We'll see what they'll be able to do with it. A huge A fight coming out from Exolved as well, but nobody's there to get caught.
Shocking.
And Miz all the way on site, all the way into Breakable now. 4 members of Exolved right outside.
Face your fear.
Fatal coming out, only gets Tosh. Vital coming out from Kinetic. Odin's swings out, gets 2. Tosh gets one into heaven. Now up to 2 members left in main. Envy and Big Alpha. Odin swings with Neon. Ult gets 1, gets the last, and that's going to be the map for Exolved.
GG Exolved, wow.
Flawless. Defenders
Exolved
win.
came to play today.
What did I say? Don't mess
Oh,
with
yeah.
me.
13-5. Very decisive win.
We're back for Pearl.
Alrighty.
Let's get this started.
we go. Alright, let's see what they're rocking. Exolved running.
Wait,
seems
Dungzinho.
Jet Yoru. Both sides running Jet Yoru. Okay. Midnight, what do you make of this?
It's pretty default from both sides. We've seen Empire run. Never mind. Forget I said that. I thought Miz was trolling.
Is
We'll do it
Dungzinho
from
an
both
Omen
sides
one
this
trick?
time around. Jet Yoru. Mirror matchup.
If
Is
Joven and
Dungzinho
Wim
the
lock
one trick?
in.
Wow.
So Empire coming into this with a little bit of a worse win rate on Pearl than every other map. In other words, up until this series, Pearl was the only map they'd lost. And they're deciding to completely change up their comp going into this.
Interesting. And they
In fact,
lost it
imitating the
to
comp they lost
Exolved
to.
as well,
Yep,
right?
imitating the comp they lost to. Yep.
Interesting.
I'm very
let's
excited.
see what they will do with this.
They're trying to play Exolved's game and win.
I want to see Dungzinho Yoru. Another teleporting agent, but this guy an Omen one trick. Can't play
I'm
Astra.
excited to see Brady back.
Mmm.
I need a
Yeah.
weapon.
Dubbing
Thanks.
first map, Brady back for the second map, and the rest of the series as a result.
Guess who's back? Brady's back.
Copyrighted.
I want to see Tosh put up numbers this time around.
Yo, I've seen this
Flash
somewhere.
placed.
You started a little bit slow on that first map there.
They won
Let's see
either
if he
way,
can
but I want
lock
to see,
in.
I want to see domination from Tosh this game. Same thing from Miz actually. Both Lewis, the Jet on either
Now
side.
we wait.
Needs to be some sort of step up to open up these rounds.
Well, seems like we're gonna see a heavy B hit here coming out from Exolved. Nobody but Brady over towards B as well. We'll see what he's able to
Empire's
work.
moving fast, so they know.
And they push through A as well. Exolved, they're going to be trying to hit. Thorns to slow them. In goes Obiz and Tosh. Brady gets one onto
Spike
Obiz.
down,
Tosh
B.
gets the trade. That is sight for Exolved. Tosh going for another one on Street. Gets caught up by Envy. And the rest of Empire
Spike
coming
planted.
down Street now. All four coming through Street. Wim getting some
One
spam out.
enemy remaining.
Ricky getting two. All up to Wim now in main. Gets two for himself. 1v2 for Wim. And Dunks cleans up. Beautiful retake for the side of Empire.
Weapon here. Teşekkürler. Thank you.
Yeah,
Those
Ricky
double
being
kills
able to
really
find those
coming in.
two-
Save
Yeah,
the day.
find those two pushing CT. Really swayed the round into Empire's favor there.
Well, already Empire getting their pistol round now with Exolve stealing them both on Lotus. It's a good start for Empire.
Let's see if they can get the momentum rolling.
Seems like it's going to be a decently large A fight coming out here. 3 members from both teams going to be trying to take this
There.
space.
I'll find you. Still waiting.
Tosh dashes in. Eye scans them. Miz goes for one. Doesn't find anything. Spam comes out, but no kills found.
Lots of spam.
Little
a
bit of damage done. Now the spike is actually in Jovid's hands over towards mid right now. Exolve could opt to go elsewhere, and they are backing up outside A, leaving Tosh solo in main. Flashed. Empire knows his position.
There.
Tosh gets one onto Dunks, gets another
Enemy
onto
down.
Miz, and Ricky finally
Where are
gets Tosh. Envy gets
Spike
Jovic,
down
Kinetic
A.
trades. Now Brady and Connector
Last player standing.
gets one onto Kinetic before Obiz trades. 2v1 for Exalt here on this eco.
And they're booking at B because they know Ricky's A.
And it's gonna have to be a 1v2 retake for Ricky.
Spike planted.
You know, Biz
Both
is able
members
to
of
get out.
Exolved. Man, no smokes for Ricky means that they can just play main safely. Ricky, discipline, clear sight, gets spammed a little bit. Eye coming out. Ricky getting tagged. Gets some damage out. Throws an eye of his own.
Marked one.
Wim super low now.
One enemy remains.
Ricky gets Wim and gets another nice shot on the Obiz.
My ult is ready.
And has enough time to defuse the bomb. A
Sweating.
very nice 1v2 to save the round for Empire by Ricky.
Little bit of a fumble from Exolved there.
Yeah, to go up 2-1 in an
Good
eco.
eco nonetheless.
And the round in their hands, with some nice shots out of Ricky to secure that round for Empire. No guns coming into this round though. Or only the one, excuse me. Empire are gonna have a Guardian and a rifle across the entire board with 2 Sheriffs and a Ghost. Meanwhile, Exolved are gonna be on their full buy now. Another big A fight coming up. Miz gets a kill on the Tosh with a Ghost. Able to retrieve the gun as well.
Bring them down.
And that's gonna be that for the A fight.
We'll catch them.
Both teams reset. Kinetic getting some big space into Art at the moment. We'll see if Envy can catch him here.
He caught timing.
Kinetic gets one onto Dunks. Is aware of, could be flanked. Miz gets the trade on Kinetic. That's another gun picked up for Empire.
Where are you?
Empire already doing
Now
a
it's-
great job with their aggression and retrades from last game.
Oh yeah. And as well, getting those gun upgrades. They were only able to have 2 rifles coming to this round, and they've picked up another 2. Exolved, rotating
30
over now.
seconds left.
We'll see if Envy is able to catch any of them. Gets one onto Jovit. Wim catches out Brady. 2v3 for Exolved.
One enemy remaining.
Fighting into
Thrifty.
Connector. Miz gets Wim and Envy gets Obiz, and that's the round for Empire. 3 in a row.
Need that back.
Huge bonus conversion from Empire.
Oh yeah.
I'm going above.
Lost all their members on that
Right there.
sketchy anti-eco round, but even with just 2
That'll
rifles
work.
coming into this bonus, we're able to play aggressive, get
That'll
guns,
work.
and get the trades, winning out the round. And now putting Exalted onto
Covering it.
4 Stingers and a Sheriff for this 4th round, excuse me. Now, heavy B aggro coming out of Empire. They know that nobody's here. It's a mid-rush out of Exalt. Wall tripped in Art, slowing down that side of this connector pinch.
Oh, come on.
Envy gets 1, but there's 4 more in front of him. Isn't able to get any more. Jovit picks up Envy. Now Exalt and Connector able to pick up 1 gun. Exalt running through Art here. This Stinger Rush could be quite dangerous. Ricky gets 1. Tosh gets Ricky. Brady picks up Wim.
One enemy remaining.
He's able to pick Jovit as well. Tosh gets straight on Brady, but Dunks cleans up Tosh. And that is a 4th round for Empire. And a timeout for Exolved coming in.
Yeah, I assume this is to break Empire's momentum here early.
We're just seeing trades go in favor of Empire left and right. Empire doing a great job of grouping up and re-clearing, as I was saying earlier. There's a lot of identify where the push is, stop the push in its entirety, and then do a lot of refighting. And they're coming out on top with these trades. They're letting a few of these Exolved lurks come through, but they've been able to take care of it throughout the mid round and the end round, going towards retakes. Just for Exolved, I'm just looking to have cleaner fights in general, and probably just commit something. They've been doing a lot of back and forth, and it's been allowing them to go down on numbers a lot here. Pretty much the same issue Empire had on Lotus. Exolved are just imitating on this attack side here.
Yeah, to add on to that Exolved part, they need cleaner fights, and I want to see more util used in these fights. I feel like a lot of it is just dry 50-50s.
And as well, this op bought by Miz last round didn't see much value in the previous round, but posting up on this B line, if Exolved ever want to go B, they're gonna have to show some kind of utility there. For the moment though, Exolved stacked up towards B, looking to potentially be split here with 3 members towards the mid. Empire taking massive space onto B once again are gonna know that there's no members of Exolved over towards this side of the map. Util coming out towards Art now. Teams trading blows. Dunks. Gonna get some contact in street here. Tosh sees his shoulder. And Dunks TP's out with his life.
Need that back.
Exolved backing up out of street though. Seems they want to go for this Art hit.
Where are you?
I spots nothing in Art. And Envy backs up.
Take hold. There.
All of this util out of Ricky, giving tons of info, and now Brady commits the Vice ult to it. Exalt not able to do anything for the time being. They have to wait out this ult. Guns back.
Find you.
Kinetic gets the
30
kill onto
seconds
Ricky.
left.
Exalt exploding out of Art now, up to Brady, stuck solo on site. Tosh runs out, doesn't see Brady. Brady gets Tosh, gets win, gets a third on the Obiz, and holds the site.
One enemy remaining.
Kinetic picks up Brady, Envy gets Shovit. Kinetic gets a second, now 1v2. Gets Spike, but with low time, and you get the bomb down. Gets Envy. With no time to plant, he'll have to kill Miz here. And Miz plays his life to secure the round. A nice 360 from Miz to make sure Kinetic can't carry that gun into the next round.
Exolved needs to find a way to deal with Brady and A-Main when they're doing that Art. Because I think it was either the round before that or 2 rounds before that, he sat in the same exact position and got 2.
Yeah. Stuck solo site and just Exolved. Didn't have anybody to trade, gave him plenty of ones to win that round. Now Knives coming out of Tosh. We're gonna see a potential B clash here against this op finally. Dog spots it out. They know that Miz is here with the op. Tosh peeks and costs him his life. Wim decides he wants none of that and rotates away. Kinetic on the other side of the map gets spot out. The rest of the Exolved members towards mid. Ricky going for something. Sees Obiz, isn't able to get any kill. Obiz gets Envy, but Ricky trades, gets 2, gets a third onto Wim. Now all up to Kinetic with just a stinger to his name. Now an op posted up on this line that he'll have to duel with the stinger. And Miz with a nice shot cleans up the round.
Exolved just not finding much on this map so far. Seems like they're always running into the Vice too.
Yeah. The op moves over towards A now, and Exolved are gonna go for what seems to be a 5-man B hit.
Recovering it.
Who's next? Decoy.
Face your fear!
We got Exolved winning the trades in this B exact.
Rip and tear. One enemy remaining.
Miz picks up Jovid on the retake. They have an idea of where Kinetic is.
One enemy remaining.
Nice shot by Kinetic on the cooldown. But Miz will clean him up with the shorty. Looked like he wanted to grab a gun there? I don't know what that was. Good retake from Empire to put him up 7-0.
Yeah, nice round. Well played. And now Empire's still undefeated on this defensive half. And another timeout coming from Exolved.
Exolved using both of their timeouts on attack half here. Try and get something going.
I mean, we're just seeing Empire Gaming diff Exolved on every level right now. Every gunfight seems to be going in favor of Empire Gaming. They seem to be winning all of these trades. Exolved looked like they had a little bit on that exec. Looked like they were up numbers for a tiny bit, and then just a little bit of sloppy play when trying to get that spike down. And Miz is able to go crazy with knives and end up winning another clutch, which he's on 2 now for a duelist player. Major upstep from the performance that he had on Lotus, and he's just playing out of his mind right now. Same thing for Ricky. Ricky's playing excellent Valorant.
Top of the server right now as well, actually. A complete 180 from last map, both for the players and for the overall team, it seems.
And we're going to see the same thing on Jehovah. I think a lot of these reasons these trades are going bad for Exolved is we're not seeing a lot of these supporting characters on Exolved get into these fights properly. They're throwing this utility, and then it just looks like the 50-50s just aren't going their way throughout every single fight.
Here. Bring them down.
Another big A fight coming out here. Shorty with Miz gets one. Obiz gets dunks. Now Miz with this off wants to go for another one. Gets one before he gets being traded by Kinetic. Ricky gets one, gets
Spike
traded by
down.
Kinetic as well. Now, all up to Envy on the site. 2v2. And a bit of a slowdown now.
Exolved decides to just sit and wait.
Pulling them in.
One enemy remaining.
Kinetic
Last player
goes down to
standing.
Envy. Obiz, last left. And he knows about the flank because of that Vice Wall, so he's going to run all the way to B.
Spike planted.
Blinding.
Thorns activated.
Does Obiz think that he can come CT here? Looks like he's already looking there.
Obiz not looking. Brady wins out the 1v1 with another round for Empire, continuing this flawless defensive streak.
Timing for Obiz there was unfortunate.
Speak up and ask questions. Assumptions will
Seems
only
the
get us in
timeout
trouble.
was for naught, as Exolved still unable to put up anything on the board as of this moment. Couple of pings coming out towards A here for the side of Exolved. Gonna be trying to fight this A space, but Empire opt to go for a mid fight this time.
Leaving A completely open.
Just Kinetic, who might catch out somebody. Sees the Envy, gets one, gets traded by Dunks. Looks for something, isn't able to find anybody. Out comes the Astral
Bring them down.
onto A. Exolved yet to commit to it. Ricky peeks out, gets a kill on the win. Miz gets a kill on toss. Jovic gets dunks
Remaining.
before getting traded by Ricky.
Still waiting.
And Ricky gets a 3K on the round to clean up. A bit of hesitation there for Exolved after committing that astral, and Empire just floods sight on the right timings and are able to stop that push despite the astral.
Yeah, Exolved just taking a little bit too long to exec site there. And that's what it has seemed to be this entire half, is Exolved just not being able to get onto sites.
Yeah, struggling to win out these early trades. What mid fight coming out? Kinetic gets one to Ricky. Miz goes for one, gets Kinetic. Up with a shorty, Dunks gets a kill on the win. Miz with the shorty gets Jovic. Now Tosh gets one on Dunks. Miz gets another.
What a
Envy
nice
cleans
shot
up
by
Tosh.
Miz.
That is the round. Utter chaos and art there with defenders who had ran through, or attackers ran through connector and were flanking these art members.
Launching Thorn. Flash placed.
I don't know if it was just me or not, but I kind of lost track of what was happening.
Now we
So many
wait.
players everywhere where they really shouldn't have been.
That happens in Valorant.
Anyone feeling
Attackers
generous?
flooding out of connector,
They
defenders
take you
up in art.
Got to target it. Stop blocking vision.
Now Exolved, a little bit more spread out, but still all towards mid. Just Envy here.
Taking that back.
Envy backs up into connector. Exolved. Hesitant to take this art space, but they eventually do.
We'll catch them.
Exolved on a light buy here as well. How to eco save. Envy swings out, gets Wim and Tosh. Now Brady in street faces another two.
Shame.
Gets one
My
onto
ultimate's ready.
Obis finally after a little bit, and dunks with a flank gets
Down
Jovic.
mid.
Now all on Kinetic, who had flanked through B. Empire seems aware of it though. But Marshall and Brady
A team
gets the
like
kill and
this
cleans up.
can do anything.
11 for Empire, with only one
Last
opportunity
round
left for
before the
Exalt to
switch.
deny this 12-0 half.
It's looking a little rough for
Rip and
Exolved at
tear.
this point. At this point, you're thinking, are they just thinking to themselves,
Launching
go next?
thorns.
Just forget about this game and play next game.
Potentially. Though,
Blinding crack.
the bragging rights that come with a 13-0 might be a little bit too much. We'll see what Exalt push out here to deny that. An early Visold coming out towards Street, but Spike is over in B main. Dunks gets Joven, and that's Spike in Empire's hands. With no other members of Exalt to come take that back. Envy with a quick flank through Mig. Gets some damage onto Wim, but loses his life to him.
We have Brady re-aggressing mid.
Might
Tosh
catch
unaware
out
of
Tosh
it.
here. Sees the gun barrel. Knows he's not aware. Gets the kill. 3 members of Exalt on B, but unable to get the spike. Miz with the op gets one onto Kinetic. Could peek for another. Does. Oh, just barely misses Obis. Wim down to such low HP. Both players scam. Miz with the knives gets Obis and Wim for the 3K.
What a
That's a
dominant
12-0
half.
half.
Switching sides. Match point.
1 round
Let's end this.
from taking this map away already.
If this wasn't a statement saying that Lotus was just a fluke, I don't know what is. Empire came out swinging this map. And
Oh yeah.
Brady might not be putting up the numbers that Alpha was, at least at this point in the game, but you can tell just on a vibes level, everybody seems way more comfortable playing around as with utility, and might be a communication thing, but it looks great with Brady in.
Oh yeah. And it seems as well with 12 rounds on the board, Empire feeling it and just really playing with such confidence that Exolved's hesitancy has just been their absolute downfall and playing right into Empire's confident hands. Empire now taking an open mid with 3 members of Exolved on this A flank. With a wall in the way though. We'll see what happens. Empire taking Street. Coming to this B site now. Kinetic, the only one on site. Backs up. Out for the retake. 3 members on the Exolved on the flank. Brady gets 1. Gets traded by Ovis. Envy though, flanking the flankers here. Kinetic gets 1. Gets traded by Ricky. Tosh might be able to catch Ricky here, and he does.
Dead.
Dunks gets a nice timing on the top.
One enemy remaining.
And Envy on the reflank cleans up Win and Ovis, and that's a 13-0 for Empire.
Of course we won. Charlie, don't insult my personality.
Perfect timing on that cough. I love that. Quick transition into map 3. What do you guys think we're gonna see for these agents?
I assume 2 ISO Yoru comps. Oh, Neon comp. I'm happy to see that.
Empire are loving the breach Sova on Haven. Big fans of the solo Neon from Miz. I'm hoping we're gonna see a different turnout than the last time we saw this comp. Cough, cough, Lotus.
Wait, Ricky on Sova?
Ricky on
It's over.
Sova.
Ricky's a demon on Sova.
All right.
Let's see how this matchup goes.
Every time I played against Ricky and he was on Sova, he dropped nukes.
Last time we saw Tosh on this map, he went. What was his score line? I'm gonna pull it up real quick just because I'm curious. But I know that he dominated on Haven on this ISO.
I watched Exolved against Empire last time they played, whenever that was on Haven.
And
24 and 16 in a loss was Tosh's score. So we're looking to see him dominate. He needs to have a really good map if they want to see a comeback from Pro there. But both teams trading each other's map picks.
This is quite interesting. We'll have to see how this turns out.
Let's make sure we're on the observer.
Thank you, Rainbow. Yeah, last game for like a good 4 rounds. I wasn't spectating Rainbow.
W finals.
Is it too late to ask how do I spectate Rainbow?
Brackets.
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 And then look at the top right.
Oh.
I told you guys this. Come on.
Yeah, Zenek was.
I was not here for that.
Zenek was like casting stuff that was happening on the opposite side of the map from.
Well, yeah. Anytime people stop doing something, I look at minimap and see who the closest 2 enemies are. So, big mid fight comes out after this happens. If 2 closest people about to fight are on the opposite side of the map, that's where the action is. That's what I'm going to talk about. But for now, all the main players here coming out with this mid fight. It's a little slow. Out comes Miz. Ovid in the corner, doesn't get cleared. Catches one of the Miz.
One enemy
Rue
remaining.
gets Ungs.
Spike
Tosh gets
down
Envy.
mid.
Jovid gets Ricky. And already down to just Brady in a 1v5 here. Catches Wim first. Spike down mid though, and all 4 members of Exolved here and ready. Sees Jovid. Can't quite get the kill. And Tosh cleans up. Round 1 going to Exolved.
Both teams just contacting mid and Exolved. Taking it on top there.
Yeah, it seemed like may have been a read by Empire that Exolved were going to walk down mid, but Exolved as well more played it like a trap play, and we're ready for that re-clear and came out on top with all the kills and no punishing trades. Now it seems like it's going to be quite the fast garage rush here. Right into Wim. Trip slows it down. In goes Miz. Gets damage. Wim gets Miz. Now Jovit gets one onto Envy. Obis gets Dunks and Ricky gets Jovit.
Last player standing.
In goes Wim. Tosh gets Brady. Wim gets Ricky, and that's the round. Beautiful anti-eco for the side of Exolved here.
Shorty failing Miz there on the Cypher kill.
Yeah, slid right onto Wim, and he made it out alive anyway. And now, Empire buying up rifles, of course. Looks like might opt for some kind of C-split here. Once again, Miz quick to garage now. Wary of trips.
Go, go, go.
That's
Cam
all
catches him.
Cypher go down.
Jovic gets caught walking down mid. Obis gets the trade and TP's out. Posh gets a kill onto Ricky. Too long. Kinetic up A gets cleared by Dunks. And Empire are going to speed up onto A here.
Still in sight.
Seems Wim going for a fast flank as well. With no Cypher trips, we'll see if Empire are aware of this flank. 3v3 retake for now, though.
Looks like Envy may have an idea of a flank.
Show me a target.
He turns around, though. Wim catches Envy, not looking at him. Wim gets Dunks in the corner. Miz gets Obis before going down to Tosh, and that's a third round for Exolved.
Beautiful retake with the two CT players distracting for Wim to get the flank in there.
Gun here.
Yeah, Wim realized that Brady had gone down early in the round, and that meant that the flank trips were gone. And simply played the timing off of his teammates for that opening pick, throwing the attackers into chaos on that post plant.
And that is bonus converted for Exolved.
Yep.
Off to a good start this map. Not letting last map affect them.
Now it seems like we're going to see 3 Stingers and a Bucky coming out for Empire here, and all members over towards A. Exolved do have 3 members stacked here. Stun coming out. Brady catches Obis. Tosh gets one on the Ricky. Gets stunned. Gets one on the Miz. Mid stun. And Tosh gets a third on the Envy.
Down A.
Now down to Dunks and Brady. Brady got a gun upgrade earlier in the round. Spike down long. The attackers are going to have to clear back, or seems they're pushing into CT now. Looking to catch somebody. They see Jovit. Gets caught out by Brady.
Where is everyone hiding?
Cypher ult coming out.
One enemy
Rim
remaining.
drops down, catches Brady. 3v1 for Dunks. Or 1v3, excuse me.
Exolved are just gonna group on the spike. Make this unwinnable for Dunks.
Tosh and Wim are both low. Actually, both being one shot to Dunks' now upgraded Vandal.
Blinding.
The high-low blinded. They hold anyway. And Kinetic picks up the kill with that Outlaw.
And it's looking like exactly what Midnight said during Agent Select. Tosh is gonna have a pop-off game. As he is already 8-0.
That goes there.
Truly quite the opposite
Goes here.
from last map. Now with Exolved starting on defense and as well so far
this is a
starting
nice
out pretty flawlessly.
This should do.
Couple close rounds, but round wins in the end.
Shortcut.
Obis with the op misses, and Miz gets the kill onto him. Miz slides in. Jovit spam through smoke. Just Wim on sight. Dunks goes in the smoke and gets the kill onto Wim.
Last player standing.
Miz in the smoke gets Tosh, and now it's all up to Kinetic. And he gets cut out by Dunks. A flawless round for Empire to counter Exolved's momentum at the beginning.
Yeah, once Empire saw that the op was down, they just decided to full take and they dominated that exec.
Yeah. Truly turning it on its head from not being able to pick up the round to a complete flawless round for their first. We're seeing quite a bit of aggro coming out. Kinetic goes for something, doesn't see one, but gets tagged and solo ulted. And Ricky gets the kill to Kinetic.
Gotta go.
Miz puts a stun out on the site. Slides in. Jovit commits ult and gets on the site. Now just Miz on A though, gets spam through smoke by Jovit, and the rest of Empire are running away. Spike as well, gonna be teleported over with that Omen ult.
Cover going out.
And C side is open with nothing but trips.
They do have ISO.
Tosh looking to commit.
Spike planted.
He does commit that ISO ult. Orbis walks out, gets caught by Envy. Ricky gets Orbis.
Last player standing.
Wim gets Ricky and Brady gets Wim. Now up to Jovit in this 1v3 with this devastating high-low on logs here. He'll have to be able to get past. And Envy cleans up. Another round on the board for Empire.
Maybe a little bit of over rotating from Exolved that round.
Yeah, with that A pressure coming out, only one kill was had, but Empire sent Miz in to commit that fake while the rest of the members of Empire ran away to C, and even Dunks committing an Omen ult for a quick plant. Seems like we're gonna see a mid walk out of Exolved on their eco round here. And they decided to back away instead, actually. He's gonna pick up that breach ult now. Kinetic with a nice kill up on A main, catching Brady out. Gets the gun upgrade and backs away. Empire now looking towards mid here, where it seems the rest of the members are. Dunks catches Ovis on B. Jovit, close main here, wants to go for something it seems. Peeks out the smoke, gets one onto Envy, and gets traded by Dunks. Tosh gets one onto Ricky. Dunks runs in. Tosh popping that ISO shield. Now Kinetic getting pushed by both remaining members of Empire. Dunks and Miz throws out some shocks. Miz commits the Neon ult, picks up Kinetic, and that's a free A site. Dunks gonna TP into heaven here. No members of Exolved close enough to hear this. And Wim's gonna be coming on a late flank here.
One enemy
On both
remaining.
sides. Miz catches the shoulder of Tosh and wallbangs him.
Last player
Now
standing.
up to Wim. Catches Dunks in heaven. Up to Miz now.
I'm out of here.
The discipline on
Both
Miz.
players low. Both players one shot actually, and Miz wins it out. 3K for Miz.
Listen up. Kill them before they kill us. Gotta go.
And a timeout for Exolved.
And they need it. We're just seeing Miz with clutches back to back. A little bit of over rotations coming from Exolved, as we saw a couple of rounds ago. But in general, it just seems like the momentum swapped. So good time out to break up the momentum. See if you want to change with macro a little bit. But Exolved don't look like they're playing too bad on a larger scale. It just looks like the fights aren't really going their way. And a lot of this time, this Kinetic is getting caught out on the Sova. See A long earlier, CT the other round, or CT just this last round. So cleaning up a few of those mistakes on an individual level and I'm assuming the communication probably has a couple of things in there, but fix all that up and Exolved should be looking right back on track towards a good half. Same thing for Empire. If they just keep the momentum that they have right now and stop Exolved from getting their shit together, it's just going to be good.
Oh, we'll see what Exolved decide to switch up coming out of that timeout. See if they can change up that macro like you said. It seems that Empire has adapted after those first rough looking rounds, and now we're gonna see what they decide to pull out. Exolved putting 3 members in garage. Sorry. Seems like a quick B rush out of Empire.
Off your feet!
And a breach ult towards garage. Seems like it's gonna be a mid to C. Jovic gets 2.
mid.
Dunks gets Oviz. Miz trades onto Tosh. Jovic gets a 3rd. Now Envy solo in this C link here.
Last player standing.
Known. Jovic gets a 4th. Envy getting kinetic over towards A link. And Jovic actually has Spike right outside of garage here, which Envy will have to work his way back to. 2v1 for the side of Exolved. Envy flashes, gets a spike and gets out.
Jovit with the beautiful hold in garage to make this into a 2v1 for Exolved.
Envy looking to plant on B here. And both members of Exolved sticking together. Wim on 10 HP. 1 shot.
Yeah, Wim taking first contact here.
Cover going out.
Spike on the Psych now. Smoke on the Spike, sorry. Wim gets spammed. Envy still has his aftershock. Jovic gets off, not even halving. Has another smoke for bomb though and gets a spam perfectly by Envy. With a clean clutch by Envy.
Well played.
I know. I'm great. You're welcome.
Yeah, it seemed the plan was to go through B into garage, and Jovit in garage there just absolutely denied that push, but luckily Envy cleaned up with a nice 1v2 clutch.
Go, go, go!
Keeping Empire's streak as well. Seems like they're looking to go C here. Wim solo C. Miz runs up. Oviz able to TP backside. Nothing but sheriffs for the side of Exolved. Oviz caught out by the dart. Miz gets first. Ricky gets killed on a Wim. Jovi gets 2 with the sting in the smoke. Ricky trades. Kinetic on site. Seems they don't know. Tosh runs out spawn. Kinetic gets 2 with the sheriff, and Dunks gets the cleanup with another close round. Good eco for Exolved, but just not quite enough to win the round, unfortunately. Now the side's completely changed. Exolved getting 4 in a row, and then Empire turning it on its head. Now have 5 in a row. The momentum fully in Empire's favor.
Exolved has 4 ults to work with. Realistically, next 2 are capable.
Yeah. Empire do have that Sova ult again. We'll see if they are going to do this stun ult again with the Sova drone. And it catches Kinetic again, the same play as before. And an instant man advantage for Empire off of that play that they ran earlier on. Sova drone between someone, a breach stun to secure an easy Sova ult, and an early pick for the side of Empire.
It looks like
and now they hear the rotates over towards A, are going to Omen ult all the way to C. For a free C site. Couple outside of garage here. Empire spread out all across the map. Wim might be able to catch Dunks here. Dunks gets Wim. Dunks peeks out of that CT smoke, goes for something. Tosh catches him. And now Miz to follow, gets 1. Tosh gets Miz as well. Envy on the link flank through B here. Might be able to catch 1. Gets Tosh. All on Jovit now. On a 1v3. Doesn't quite get Envy. Smokes the bomb, but spam comes through. Brady picks up the kill, and it's gonna be another round in a row for Empire.
Yeah, Empire running that same A to C pick as as they did earlier on in the game.
Yeah,
The stuns
almost the
over
exact same
long
round.
and sending Neon into A, and everyone else just running C with Omen ult.
The exact same play, and it worked just as well. And now putting Exolved on another off buy. 2 sheriffs, 2 singers, and a guardian. We'll see if what they're able to work with. Heavy mid coming out of Empire. Brady catching Tosh, pushed up sewers.
I know exactly where you are.
Now, Brady walked all the way up onto A, and the rest of Empire is following to come take up this space. Ricky in Garage, though, gets caught by Jovid on the opposite side of the map with Spike. Spike gonna go down. Kinetic trying to spam from heaven.
Does huge damage in.
Shocks going in. More shocks as well. Gets the kill on the enemy before the Spike gets down. And now numbers for Exolved.
I got Spike.
A drone coming out. Gets a tag onto Miz. Spam coming out. Gets another kill. Sight smoke coming out. Dunks gets the kill on the Oviz. Jovid TP's behind, gets caught by Dunks. Wim gets Dunks. 2v1 now. Brady stuck on the smoke, but has a cam for Spike.
One enemy remaining.
Catches Kinetic in heaven. Wim on site. Catches Brady pulling out his classic. And an insane eco for Exolved.
Yeah, Kinetic with huge value up in heaven there, being able to spam both of those kills there.
Yeah. And as well, Ricky getting caught out in Garage, giving a gun to the side of Exolved that proved quite useful on that retake there.
This goes here.
Exolved can end the 6-6. It's a very, very strong half.
Shortcut.
We will see what they're able to pull out here. Both teams spread out across the map. Exolved leaving A quite open, and it seems Empire are reading this. They're rotating towards A. Oh, excuse me, towards mid.
Enemy mark.
Exolved still leaving A open, and Empire not hearing anything on A. Opt to just walk up and contact this, it seems.
Off your feet!
Oh, actually, Breach ult committed. Doesn't tag anybody as it's an open site. Exolved opted to retake because of that ult, it seems. Shocks coming out. The counter spam coming in gets Kinetic low. ISO ult coming out to try and get that man advantage. And Tosh is going to win his ISO ult. And Exolved are going to retake. Dunks gets one on the win. Brady gets one on Tosh. Envy gets one on Kinetic. Miz gets one on Oviz. And it's all down to Jovid. And Brady able to clean up.
Exolved not being able to do much off of that flood with the ISO ult.
And I believe it was just one crucial flash for the side of Empire. Blinded the 2 people coming out of CT. And then a counter push into CT afterwards. Just completely stalled that retake.
It's looking like a
switching
fight
sides
from Empire.
Empire seem to want to run down C here, while Exolved are going to go for an A hit.
They actually contacted down C, opting to make no noise.
4 members of Empire, though, in spawn right now. Exolved might get caught out by this 4-man flank. They see it. Obiz catches Envy. The drone spots out Dunks. And Exolved don't want to re-clear this anymore. Empire are going to continue with this flank, though. And Exolved are going to take site. Empire break the trip and say, no flanks for us. We're going to all retake through CT here. Miz with a nice spam through the smoke. Cam by Brady, sees every member. Gets tossed. Jova gets dunks. Ricky gets Jova. Brady gets Obiz. Wim gets 2. And 1v1 now. And Ricky is able to clean up.
Exolved looking to push CT there, thinking Empire was gonna flank, and they run into Empire. And the trade's going Empire's way.
Yeah. And it seemed like it was going to be quite a clean round for Empire before Win there down in hell with that ghost gets 2 into a 1v1, and Ricky able to deny that 1v3, cleans up the round for a Empire pistol.
That's both pistols for Empire. As long as his anti-eco is converted, it's gonna be a tough game for Exolved.
Cover going out.
Empire pushing up A here. Miz with a judge. Wim caught by Miz up A. And Tosh gets dunks on B. Envy.
Blinding. 3.
Envy gets 1 on Jovid. There's a clone. Brady gets Tosh. Kinetic gets Envy. Obiz gets Brady. Taking B's sight. Empire pushes through the A-link. Ricky gets Kinetic. And Viz goes into smoke. Loses his life to Obiz. Now a 1v1. Spike down just outside that smoke. Obiz flashes. Doesn't catch Ricky. And Obiz, with just 10 HP to his name, makes noise going back towards A and TP's onto C. Gets the spike down.
Spike planted.
Here's Ricky running out that CT. Flashes. Opts to play spike.
Recon available in 2. Ops
Ricky
go for half.
gets it to half. Going to stick it. Obiz gets a bit of damage. Swings and gets the shot onto Ricky.
Swings with the recon dart.
Quite a nice eco round for Exolved there. Wasn't quite as clean as it could be, but an eco nonetheless.
Yeah.
Looking at a couple Bucky buys for Empire.
Time to jump.
2 A players.
Yeah, with that round 2 loss, Empire only able to get 1 Bucky and 2 Sheriffs. Once again, Miz walking up that A lobby with a shotgun. Tosh all the way in garage. No. Dunk seems to hear it all. Miz still up A with that Bucky if Exolved do want to push this. And it seems they are diligently clearing, making noise towards C despite wanting to end A. Miz runs up, puts away the shotgun at the most unopportune time, and unfortunately gets caught up by Jehovit with his run out.
It looks like Exolved are gonna group A and
Tosh catches Brady lurking up window. Ricky in this corner, does he get cleared? Blinded by Jovit. Jovit clears it. Gets the kill onto Ricky. Dunks, breaks the trip on flank. Doesn't commit to it. Jovit actually pushing out of this smoke now. Knows Envy went heaven. Dunks doesn't catch the 2 Exalt players going into heaven. Envy gets caught. Dunks gets a nice shot onto Kinetic though. 1v4 he'll have to pull off. Doesn't seem like he wants to go for it. Opts to just hold for any guns he might be able to pick off of Exolved, which they might give to him. They seem to want to get this kill, and Obiz does get the kill. Another round for Exolved, one away from tying this up now.
They're a good spot to win this round with 4 rifles. Five rifles now.
Yeah, this is going to be
With Obiz
quite the full buy for both teams. Exolved are going to default, try and find out what Empire's plan is here. Seems Empire's plan, though, is to just hold. Smoke in garage, draws out some rotates.
Camera taken out.
Dart.
Spike over towards A. It seems Exolved want to fake this C hit. Kinetic gets some spam through a smoke onto Brady there.
And that's your C anchor down.
Ricky walking up on this A side here, where Exolved have the spike as of right now. Empire still 3 towards C. Ricky pushed up A here, goes for something, gets caught by Kinetic. And Exolved are gonna run and take all of that free A space. But a site smoke comes in and Empire flood back onto site. All 3 members of Empire are here now, ready to stop this hit. Kinetic gets stunned, caught up by Miz. Miz gets another one onto Tosh. Obiz gets Envy, and Miz gets a third onto Obiz. Equal numbers now, 2v2.
30 seconds left.
And Exolved don't want any of this anymore. They're running all the way back. Miz might be able to catch this with his Neon run, though. And a slide committed, and his ult committed to try and catch these 2 members. Jovic, TB's onto site.
One enemy
Gets cut off by the Neon ult.
Player standing.
And Wim
Spike
able
down.
to
C.
get the last kill with just a sliver of
10
health
seconds
left.
left.
7 HP. Has enough time to commit the spike plant to backside. And knows
Spike planted.
that Dunks is running up on flank here. Gets a nice shot and wins out the 1v1 with another round for Exolved.
Super close round with Empire floating into A there before
I have money if you need.
Exolved could even get onto site.
Yeah, that Neon run really coming in handy as well. Exolved getting a pick on C, drawing out the rotates, getting another pick on A, opening it up, but not quite fast enough to beat the rotates of Empire, who were then able to even numbers and even more so with that Neon ult go up. But now we're gonna see another big mid fight here.
It's you and me.
Miz gets a Jovic, Kinetic gets Ricky, and ISO ult comes out. Miz with only a sheriff. Tosh wins out the ISO ult against Envy. Next gets one onto Obiz. Miz gets caught by Wim. Trade's coming out for the side of 3v2 now.
They opt to take B knowing where both of the players are.
And push into A-Link as well. Tosh, ready for Brady here. But Brady hits a nice shot and gets the kill instead. Wim gets a kill onto Brady before that's... the Cypher ult does go off. Dunks knows that they're both pushed into A-Link. And Spike doesn't seem to be planted for them. It's all the way in the corner on the opposite side of B. Wim gets out of the smoke. Kinetic comes out as well and gets the kill onto Dunks.
And that's Exolved with the lead.
And they pull ahead. That is 4 rounds in a row for Exolved. Ever since that eco round 2 on this half. Empire as well. Deciding to let this momentum continue. Haven't called a timeout yet. Exolved looking to do the same thing they did before. 3 members towards C and the spike towards A. Exolved committing a Yoru Sovel combo over towards C. Ricky's or Sovel to Tosh. Trying to counter Kinetic Sovel. Miz in this forward A position. can hear them rotating over towards 3 Exolved members in window right now. Ricky trying to spam some of it. Exolved just walking up B right now. Wim comes mid, pushed up on A. Ricky tries to get one, but Exolved catches him. Now Brady trying to catch another. Kinetic able to get him before the stump comes through. Dunks peeks out, gets one onto Kinetic.
Here.
Sees Obiz's backside, catches him. Now 2v2. Smoke down.
Enemy remaining.
Everyone on the open. Dunks gets Wim. Navy gets Jovic. And finally, Empire able to get another defensive round.
Change of plans.
And the score is even once again.
Both sides kind of getting low on money here.
Yeah, Exalt able to get 5 rifles, but Empire, even with those 2, even with that win, are only able to afford 3 rifles, a Judge, and a Bulldog. Exalt's gearing up for heavy A. Stun comes out. Ricky opts the drone for some info. Wim drones out Miz with the Judge, tries to get one, but Kinetic catches him before he can get Jovic. Now Exolved contacting up on A. Ricky and Envy ready for it. Envy gets Kinetic and Tosh. Jovic gets Envy and Ricky trades.
Spike down A.
Standing ahead.
Spikes down on short. 3v2 for the side of Empire. Wim working his way into garage on the opposite side of the map. Wim pushed through garage, but it seems Dunks was ready for it. The timing though.
Enemy down.
The Dunks gets caught out by Wim.
30
Brady
seconds
now
left.
aware of it though. Knows he's on an island. Exolved seems to want to go for this B plant. Ricky hears it. Plant goes down. Isn't looking for Wim. Sees his
Spike planted.
toes.
One enemy remaining.
Wim peeks and is able to get Ricky. Now 2v1 for Exolved. All up to Brady. And Brady as well. Only has a Bulldog. Wasn't able to full by this round.
Opts to go back towards C lane.
Sees Wim. Gone. This crossfire is going to be troublesome.
Last player standing.
Brady gets Oviz, turns,
Wim
but
with
Wim
a
hits the
huge
shot
round.
first. And Exalt take the lead again.
I have money if you need.
And that puts Empire on an eco.
That goes there.
Yeah, it's going to be a
Still low
tough
money for
round.
Exolved, though.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Any round loss here could be detrimental for Exolved's economy. Empire only get to get 3
must
sheriffs
wait
and
a
a Bucky here. Brady peeking out of garage. Obiz sees it. Can't get the kill. Ricky all the way up A though. We'll see if he can catch something.
Where is everyone
Wim
hiding?
wins it out with the better gun. And the Cypher roll coming out now as well. And all the members of Empire going off of C. Seems Exolved want to take this.
Breaking them. Over there.
Now 4v5 retake for Empire. Util comes out. Kinetic shock dart onto Brady. Obiz catches Miz. And Tosh with the flake through window gets caught by Dunks. Kinetic gets Envy. All up to Dunks. 1v4. Keeping this high low can be dangerous. And Kinetic wins it. And now a 2-round lead for Exolved.
Act on my intel. Don't give them
Wim
time
Cypher
for
all
reposition.
baiting out Empire to think they were going A when Tosh was walked out of C.
Now back onto a full rifle buy. It's all just one off of
Right
match
here.
point. So it's a very close match so far.
It's you and me.
Oh, span through the window. Ricky gets a kill on the Jovid. Isol coming out through Taj. Envy wins the Isol against Taj. Miz picks up a win. Obiz gets the trade on to Miz. And now just a 2v4 for Exolved. Dunks, top sight. Kinetic, able to get it. Doesn't get caught out by it. The breach ult coming out. Obiz not hit by it. Catches one onto Ricky.
One enemy
Both
remaining.
numbers of Exolved low.
Last
Envy gets the
player
kill onto
standing.
Kinetic. Obiz catches Brady, but Envy cleans up. And a round
It's a
win
little
for
dicey
Empire.
For Empire, even investing breach ult there.
Yeah, the breach ult missing Obiz there could have been critical. He was able to get 2, and all left on Envy. Had he lost that gunfight, it would have been Exolved's round.
Here we have 2 Guardians on Empire. They lost so many players last time.
Who's next?
Oh, Yoru coming out. Gonna clear all of A's side. Empire opting to just retake this, it seems.
I'm back.
Sovel coming out from Exolved. Catches 2 onto Envy and Brady. Ricky peeks window, catches Tosh. And the Sovel coming out from Ricky. But at such an elevation, it isn't able to catch anybody. Omen blind coming out.
Spike planted.
But the smokes stop any push. Drone from Ricky. See a few. Ricky gets one through the smoke onto Kinetic. Ricky gets Ricky in heaven. Obiz gets Dunks and Joe gets Miz cleaning up the round. And now match point for Exolved.
Uno mas!
One more. One more indeed. And as well, Empire are not able to buy. They're gonna have to force as much as they can, which is not looking great for them.
They're gonna have a
Seems
few
it's gonna be
pistols
2
and
sheriffs,
couple rifles here. With no
2
armor on
sheriffs, a
Ricky.
Bucky, Guardian, and Vandal. It seems Miz is trying to look for a Neon ult at some point as well. And that's about all they're gonna be able to work with.
Cage trigger.
No ults for the side of Exolved either. All of them used quite... Almost no. All of them used quite recently only the Omen ult to try and make this work. Big garage push. Aftershock almost catches Kinetic. Gets out of that drone before he loses his life. And Exolved are rotating back towards A now. Leaving Tosh to try and make noise and pull rotates. Only Ricky towards A. Sees the members of Exolved and backs up. Exolved don't want any of that as well. It seems they're gonna go towards C, which the members of Empire have rotated off. Tosh in mid here. Getting quite run down. Comes back in the garage. Dunks. Doesn't drop out.
Shadows traveling.
30 seconds left.
Now it's gonna be a 5v5 retake here. Dunks gets caught in garage by Envy. Envy gets 2. Win gets Miz, canceling that Neon ult. Envy gets a third on the Tosh. Cypher coming out.
Enemy remaining.
Wim gets Brady and Ricky 2v1. They get Joven, and that's the map for
Attackers
Exolved.
win.
Hold on to this moment. We can't stop here.
And we're back for map 4.
Map 4 on Icebox, and currently this map is only played once between these two teams in playoffs by Exolved, and it was actually just 2 days ago against Overlook in the lower grand finals, or lower finals, sorry. And it was 13-6 in favor of Exolved. So Exolved looking to continue their Icebox run so far, I guess, because it hasn't been played so much yet. And this is our first time we've seen Empire Gaming play Icebox. And they're running the double controller Harbor Viper. I'm assuming we're going to see something along the lines of Jet and a Sova with it.
Yeah, we're seeing some interesting comps between both of these teams. Both, well, seeming to want to opt for that double controller, but then they switched up on us. But Empire, still waiting to see their last two picks. Looking like we're going to have control versus some aggression and see which ones can hold out. The Harbor's going to allow Empire to get that extra space on the defense with the Harbor wall blocking off those aggressive angles. See if they use.
And as well, both teams starting on their what seems to be, more comfortable side. Empire being on that control and Exolved being on that more attack heavy comp, which is the sides they'll be starting on. So we'll get to see both these teams in their more comfortable sides at first. Should be a bang of a start.
And we're seeing Exolved run the same comp that they ran last time, but the roles are all different than normal. We're seeing Wim on the controller. He's been playing Senti and Initiator so far. Seeing Kinetic back on the Sova, but he's been playing a lot of Flashes and Sentinel. Jehovit off of Smokes onto the Gecko here. And then Obiz off of Duelist onto Sentinel. The only role that's remained consistent being Tosh on this Duelist. And last time it turned out perfectly fine. Tosh was having a dominant Icebox. But we're seeing Empire just running this double controller, and this wasn't something that Exolved saw against Overlooked earlier this week. So we'll see how they try.
And as well, if I remember right, Exolved made a comeback for this map.
They did 6-6 at the half, ending in 13-4. So we're gonna have a tech to start it off. Don't know exactly what happened. Overlay issue.
Finally getting that fixed.
Go. We got side swapping issues on the overlay. Amazing job with production. This is why here at Nerd Esports, we love doing things the right way the first time.
Hey, listen, you can't have a Valorant stream without some sort of tech issue from production or the players.
Yeah,
it's just mandatory at this point. Exactly. Like we're up there with the same level as the pros. This is what you learn to expect from Valorant games nowadays.
If you don't have
it's not gonna be a good game if you're not pushing everything to its limit.
Exactly.
Oh, also, welcome Ninja McKinley, new voice for this game.
Oh yes, I wanted guest cast between these two teams. It's looking very interesting series. I just had to get myself in here, and I just kind of wanted to delve a little bit into these two comps here. So we got the Harbor Viper versus the Viper Gecko. That's the difference between these two comps, and it's really just going to be all about how they're able to set up that jet. With the Harbor Viper, Jet's not really going to have much util to play off of besides that Sova dart, that scan. However, Harbor can really set up Jet by getting her those deeper lines without having to worry about, getting picked off from miles away, and just allow her to get in and then get back out, dash through the wall, instant safety. So it'll be really interesting to see how they play this. Of course, on the opposite side, Exolved, they have that Gecko to kind of help that Jet. The Flash can be very, very helpful. Flash through the Viper wall. Very active re-clears available for this team. So it'll be a nice juxtaposition. See?
And that double initiator as well.
Exactly.
The double initiator as well will help with their attack quite nicely. And so I believe we'll probably see quite an aggressive defensive. But for now, during this tech break that we'll take, we'll go ahead and just go to a full pause. All right, now we're back. No more tech issues. Getting into it. Starting off with a bang. Teams on their comfortable sides. This is going to be good.
All right, and it looks like we're starting out with an A hit from Exolved. With your lurkers lurking, we'll might be able to get a 1v1 with the Viper and the Killjoy later on, but let's focus on this A fight. Starting with
Empire is going for that orb as well. Shock is going to push him off. Drone gonna tag Miz, gets out for free. Tosh pops dash, looking for something. Swings into two. They can't get one.
You check the map right here. Empire is staying put on A. This jet is holding them while Donk's in a bit of trouble. Some whiffs, but the right click comes out. Bogies takes him out.
And Tosh on the other side of the map was able to get one onto Ricky. Now in a 1v1 with Miz on the site.
Spike planted.
Got the bomb down with Wingman. And we're into a 3v3 post plant. Honestly, Empire did a really good job not completely losing their tempo here. It's pretty doable retake. Bombs early
Wall
tap.
coming in.
That tap milled a lot of util, and we're peeking past the wall because we're unsure.
One enemy remaining.
Oldest gets one onto three. Traded. Kinetic with two. Cleans up the round nicely with some right clicks.
Yes, he took notes from my man Sakura. Just hitting those right clicks left and right, closing out the round, keeping it nice and clean. Those trades were very, very nice coming from Exolved.
Gun here.
A little risky at the start there too. Empire getting those opening kills on the retake. And Kinetic able, luck of the right click cleaned up.
Absolutely. So, just from that first round, we can pay attention to these map rotations. Exolved might be looking to play the map on these guys instead of going for the straight aim duels. Going for a fast mid hit here, under two.
Here.
Brady holding from kitchen here, tries to get one, caught by Tosh before getting anything. Now dunks on sight, gets caught by Kinetic, but gets some good damage out with a right click.
Very, very close to the timing, but that hit was just too fast from Exolved. Miz managing to take out Tosh. Beautiful shot.
Thrown by Kinetic, is able to spot him. He gets some damage. Miz catches him. Jovi gets the trade through window though.
Looking deadly on these sheriffs. They get another one. It's gonna be some good damage for Empire.
Wim on the flank. He gets one onto Ricky through that late mid flank. Jovit cleans up on Envy.
This is a nice clean conversion for Exolved. 0-2. Let's see how this bonus shakes out.
Yeah, and like you said, Exolved really playing this map here with that late flank on this round as well. Mid rush, really spreading out across the map, catching these Empire players off guard.
Absolutely. Empire staying in the same setup, not really wanting to try anything too crazy, just gonna test their setup against some rifles. And Exolved starting heavy A. Looks like they might try to go for an A split here. Immediate contact into mid, spamming the turret, trying to draw over some rotates. Envy, scared to get the information.
Miz over on A, pop stash. Doesn't get one before getting out. Ricky gets two.
Dude, what a nice shot on the third.
One enemy
Miz walks up, gets Wim. And now all of the is seen in Nest. Miz cleans up for the last one. And a good side hold from Miz and Ricky.
Absolutely beautiful. Empire just taking the gun advantage and absolutely showing Exolved why you should not just take those gunfights dry. Surprised we didn't see anything special on their bonus, but you know, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's see what Exolved ends up going for here. Seeming like that same playback, 3-2 split on A, trying to get that pressure mid. But Empire, they have changed their setup a little bit. They don't want that hard split A. They're going to let them walk into their crosshairs.
Oh, Envy in mid, spamming through the smoke. And that's going to be Exolved smokes down for the round. Miz and Ricky walking up. Ricky getting the orb. Kinetic gets Miz and Tosh gets Ricky, and that's an open A site.
That is just a free A site. I mean, off the backs of Envy, you thought that they had a nice advantage, but A site just completely folded. Bombs down from Wingman, and they're already set up in a nice post-plant position. Tosh almost getting caught out, but interesting.
The Harbor Cove coming out as well.
AJ. This could be dangerous.
The Cove coming down.
This could be dangerous for
Tosh
Exolved.
is one to Brady. The Gecko Molly. Jovi gets dunks. All up to Envy now. Cove goes down, but he still has smokes.
Spam's coming in.
Tosh runs up, and a shock dart from Kinetic cleans it up.
Really good round. That could have gotten really, really dangerous for Exolved, but I'm not sure exactly what happened, but what could have been a really nice, easy post plant where all they have to do is sit back and just protect the bomb plant turned into a clean take for Exolved. Starting 1-3. Exolved seeming like they want to do that bonus. I mean, not the bonus, but the round 2 mid hit. We might see a fast B split here. Take a look at Brady. How he's able to counter this. He might get pressured really hard.
Envy as well, still in this mid. Might try another spam through the smoke. Oh, Tosh dashes into his own teammate. Still able to get the kill on Envy. Brady trades onto Tosh though.
Trades are looking very good from these two teams. Leaning over to B, we have a push down from mid here. We should be able to call these rotations over.
Dunks hasn't heard anything yet. Here's him now. Puts up his orb.
See what he got.
Dunks goes for one. Obis gets it, and Obis spamming through the smoke gets Brady. A shock right on Ricky, puts him low. He's gonna have to go for something here with this wall going down.
One enemy remaining.
Can't get anything. Kinetic gets him. All up to Miz now with this op.
With this a save. There's no way Miz is going for this 1v4. Honestly, Empire starting to look a little shaky in this. Not really sure what to do about their aggression. They're not really taking too much space with these double smokes. They're kind of sitting back and letting them go for it. Their plan, it seems, is to sit back and play the retake. But you have to consider, when we're playing this Harbor, we don't have this Gecko here or second initiator. Our retake is going to be really, really hard. So it's just playing these spam games. They just have more util, more everything to be able to hold this post plant position, more than Empire was expecting.
Yeah, and with that double initiator as well, Sova, Gecko, Jet all able to go to one side of the map and get kills coming out on top. Meanwhile, back on the opposite side, Wim and Obiz are able to just take space. So if the site hit goes wrong, they can just go back to the other site where there's plenty of space to work with.
Yep, and a great timeout by Empire's coach Envy. Pause this, see if they can get back into it. Hopefully we'll hear some similar conversations out of him that we just had. Maybe we see some more front play, force the Exolved team to use a little bit more util before they're just hitting a site. Because right now they're just able to kind of poke and prod and then use all of their util on site and barrel down these 1 or 2 players that are just sitting there.
And we saw it on A earlier this match. Just the ability for Miz and Ricky when they have a smoke up, they're holding a line together, they can just shoot everybody. Empire have the capability of doing that. However, there's been multiple rounds now where they're flexing and letting Exolved take this map control with very little utility. They're not throwing up walls, they're not taking map control, they're not fighting for that map control. Just same as you guys have been saying this entire time. So we want to see a little more wall up, fight for the map control, be stubborn about it, force the utility usage.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully
for this round, Empire, you're gonna have that op save, but other than that, only 4 sheriffs to work with.
But it's seeming like he's going for the posted up position on top of B, but we haven't seen too much B main pressure. Hoping to see that op posted on an aggressive line A maybe, since they've been starting there a lot, but hey, Caster's Curse, maybe we're gonna get some action over here.
Doesn't see the op, gets one on the win. Miz, seeing if you can get another one. Sees the head of Obiz, doesn't quite get the kill though.
On the opposite side of the map, that has drawn the rotates. It's just KJ alone, and we have Sova and Jet walking up onto this KJ. It's just the Sheriff. This could be a free A site. Tosh hits the shot, and that's the call to rotate. The map is flipped. They have the site.
There they are.
Ricky going to try to hero play this, it seems. He's called
Again,
off
only
and-
sheriffs in the hands of most of these Empire members, except for Miz with that op, which isn't quite the good retake tool. Posh gets one to Envy.
Spam's coming through, no connection.
Miz looking for
Honestly-
a kill with that op. Doesn't see anything
Best
yet.
case-
Sees Tosh. Gets away.
Best case scenario for Empire here is to maybe hopefully get some post-plant exits here. That's what I would look for in this situation. Getting the early tap and then out.
Tosh gets dunks. Miz pops knives after getting Tosh. Jovic gets Miz before those knives come use. Ricky gets one onto Jovic, and Sobel coming out denying that defuse. Now just Ricky in a 1v2. Spotted by a dart.
A sheriff, a dream, and a bot.
And
it looks
still a
like
shock for Kinetic.
going down to Spike. Honestly, I think that for Empire, that was very well worth it. You lose the op, but we got a big Sova ultimate and, you know, a little bit of econ damage. Not as much as, you know, they would prefer, but you got to take the small wins here. It's all about this round. This round is extremely important for Empire to win, so hopefully they cook something up in that timeout and we can see some aggression, some solid map control, just something different to thwart the
And as well with
Exolved
that
plan.
kill. Now, Exolved are gonna have this KJ ultimate online. Seems that they're putting KJ over towards A now instead of on a lurk like he has been. They might be trying to do something with this ult, but Empire putting some pressure. A main, Miz is gonna catch Obiz over peeking through that harbor wall.
And this is exactly what we were looking for. The use of that harbor cascade to push up that sideline and to be able to take some space. But Exolved very quickly switches onto the other side. Pushed into
Dunks
the
gets a kill
Viper.
onto Tosh. Ricky with the ult gets one on the Kinetic. Dunks gets another back from Yellow. Now just down to Jovic. All alone now in a 1v5.
And it's just the beautiful. The timeout was well called. The adjustment was well done. And honestly, I can't say anything about Empire doing anything bad besides those two kills that Jovic just got. Those were beautiful, beautiful shots. A little bit late to try to go for the trade. And now it's into a 1v3. It is Gecko, so we have Wingman. This is potentially doable. 41 seconds on the clock.
Spike in
We
hand
have
as well.
3 spots. 3 players on this site. Pulls out information. Miz with the execution from above. Very, very well played by Empire.
Yeah, that timeout really coming in handy. I'm sure something part of that timeout was coach telling them, hey, this harbor wall is good for pushes. That's what we need to be doing, just like Midnight said. And sure enough, they did it and worked for them. They got that opening pick, and with numbers left, a beautiful hold from Dunks, and the round was theirs.
Absolutely. And in fact, that was so effective, they have switched to B. Exolved said, I don't want any part of that. We are going to barrel down this beast. Just Viper KJ. They have a lot of stall, but we can beat them.
Oh yeah, monster on
Empire,
Things
it's
coming out
all
all of
about how
yellow.
fast they realize it. And they realized it fast. They are already rotating. We're going to have a 5v4 sight hold here with Viper. Keep an eye on her in the middle of this round. She's going to take that backstab at Orange. Going for a very, very flat retake.
Goes in. Dunks gets 2. Brady gets Kinetic.
Absolutely beautiful.
Last player standing.
Now all up to Obiz with the KJ ult coming out. And too many members of Empire just swinging. Dunks with a 3K will secure the round.
It's just perfect. This is exactly how this comp is meant to be played on defense. You want to show your harbor and your aggression on one side and push them into the double stall. It's just so hard as an attacker to just push into a KJ and a Viper, try to get that bomb down. It's just so much utility to be able to stall them so the defenders can get to the rotates in time. It's just, this is exactly what was needed from round 1, and that timeout we were able to get it. And Empire now showing some fighting spirit in this half. Decath needing to call that timeout, pull the momentum back on the Exolved side. Let's see what adjustments they make. What are you thinking?
Yeah, so we've
I
seen.
think we're gonna
Come
go
on.
good here. And all you you are our analyst.
We saw Empire make massive adjustments on the way that they were playing right after their timeout, and we're looking at Exolved to do the same thing in response. Empire's starting to play their comp right, put up the walls, play in front of or play behind them. Sorry, punish any over aggression. We're looking for Exolved to now bait out this utility, force out the smokes, and end up on these nice execs in the mid to late round rather than these site rushes from the beginning that they're doing now.
Yes, I think if Exolved's realized that, you know, hey, these harbor walls, they're impressive and all, but they don't last too long. We can just re-clear. It could spell trouble for Empire if they don't know how to correctly recuperate off of that. So they're still going with that same fix on A. They're pushing that harbor wall down. And Exolved, they seem like they want to test their A pressure. Let's see if Empire does not shoot this dart. It could be very, very dangerous.
With this double initiator, this A fight should be possible for Exolved to fight back.
Miz once again
Empire.
scanned off. Honestly, a little bit unacceptable. You have that op posted in that aggressive position. We absolutely have to be able to support it behind it. Now, Empire completely nerfed on the A hold. It's very important to see how they come around on this. Holding on B, the rotates are seeming to call towards mid and everything. But Empire has not moved. They are fine with the op on this passive line. And they say,
That's
hey.
a good call as well. Exolved looking elsewhere now, leaving only Tosh on A. The rest of the members of Exolved rotating towards mid now for a 1-3-1.
And we could get a spam here, decides against it.
Rady,
and oh boy,
the barrels
oh
of
boy,
3, gets
Rady.
1, gets traded by Jovic. Now Dunk's alone on site here. See what he can do. Gets darted. Breaks the wingman, delaying plan for a minute. Gets double swung, gets both! Kinetic and Jovic going down to Dunks.
Absolutely huge.
Just Obiz on site.
Oh
It's
my
the
goodness.
third on the Obiz.
Dunks.
And now Tosh still rotating from A, late to the party in a 1v3.
Dunks just, I mean, he dunked on them. That's all there is to say.
The double swing was not enough, just both right into his crosshair. And seems like Tosh here is going to opt to save his Vandal.
Yeah, they did have their economy broken from that last win because these rounds, even though very heavily going in the favor of Exolved, they did lose a lot of members. So that's what those baby steps, those small victories that Empire was getting, they added up. And now the momentum has completely shifted in favor of Empire. We have a bit of a broken buy from Exolved, have that one rifle saved when buying up to kind of compensate for that. Oh,
yeah, and as well, the ult economy is favoring towards Empire, where they have 2 ready, and Exolved are gonna have to fight for orbs or kills or something if they want to get any sort of ults going.
Is actually a force up from Exolved, so this round is imperative for them to win. Does this dart get broken?
This fight coming out on A.
Once again,
Y'all pushed away. Flash coming out, doesn't get it. Tosh gets in B, dashing top side. Ricky gets kinetic, Miz gets Jovic. Tosh and Orbiz getting theirs on site, and that's A for Exolved. Now up to Brady and Dunks, who are gonna have to retake. Brady way ahead, might get caught out by Tosh here, doesn't expect him. And that's 3 for Tosh, as well as a Viper ult committed by Wim. Gonna secure this round, surely. Dunks in a 1v3, we'll see what he can do.
Yep. I mean, small victory. We got that Viper ult out. That could have been a very hard thing to deal with. But this is looking rough for Dunks. But he's done it before. That's one.
It's Tosh for his first. Has the wall as well for his favor. And ult if he wants to commit it too. He's happy with the wall. Knows where Wim is. Molly misses.
They all miss. They all miss.
Gets 1. Now a 1v1. Low time. The wall is up.
Top. And
Wim swings and gets the round. A very, very close round though.
Close. Yes. I mean, hero plays from Dunks, really trying to hold the line here. But honestly, Empire is doing very, very well. There's just one mistake that's hurting them really badly at the beginning of these rounds. If you have the Jet on that front op line, you have to support him. You cannot let that dart scan.
And once again, buying another op, but the solution to the problem is instead to put the op on the other side, which might be the right call with Spike being over towards B here. It's going to be droned out though. So the op has been seen on B.
How aggressive is Miz willing to get? Does he want to re-peek? Seems like he's content with holding the line. Dart broken.
Finally. But Exolved are leaning towards A now. Tosh has called that he hasn't seen anything, and it's the right call. The members of Empire were leaning towards A for a moment, but have since fallen off, leaving only
gone.
Brady here to hold. Oh, on the other side of the map though, Wim over peaks into Miz and cost him his life.
That should be the full commit on the A site here. Empire deciding to stand still or a little bit late on the rotate. We'll see how Brady stalls off. Seems like he's just preventing them from getting good post plant positions. Bombs going down and an
they're retaking with a KJ.
Spike planted.
Instant retake with the KJ. And if you take a look here, Dunks
And that's
does
Tosh
have
getting
this,
Ricky pushing forward.
Dunks does have this Viper ult. This is a very, very winnable round for the side of Empire.
Brady gets Jovit. 4v3 now
Wall
for
them
Empire.
up.
Cove goes down. Cove broken, but Envy is sticking. He has plenty of members to help hold him. Bomb's half. Tosh gets caught by Dunks and Brady caught by Kinetic, and that's the round for Empire.
That's it. That's it. All they need is that op not getting pushed off the initial line, and it's
round in the
cakewalk
half.
for Empire. Let's see if they can bring it back to a 6-6 half. That'll be very, very good for them. As you know, I see this comp as being more defensive, but that Harbor can just do some nasty things on Icebox attack.
Yeah, the double smokes as well. I'm hoping to see plenty of fakes and misdirection coming out of Empire, but combated by that double initiator that can both get info will be tough. For now though, seems like all 5 members of Exolved leaning towards an A hit here.
Yep, and what's very important is they have gotten that dart off and they don't see the op. They're very, very likely to commit to this. Ricky with the early information drone. If I were Exolved here, I'm just either hitting this or pausing into hit, and it looks like they are hitting the go button. Tosh going up front, getting a poke.
It's 2. The ult from Miz and screens, gets 1 on that nice line from sight. Spike going down. Tosh catches Miz, doesn't see him. Ricky gets Kinetic. Tosh gets Envy. Ricky gets Tosh as well. 2 for Tosh now. Holding this site all by himself now. In comes Brady, gets Miz. And it's all up to Wim now. 1v3.
They don't know where he is. They don't know where he is. Wim could go absolutely massive here. Even if it's just a stinger. Oh, but Dunks absolutely stayed.
Finally cleared.
Again.
A 6-6 even half.
Very beautiful for Empire Gaming to come back. Huge props to Coach. Hitting that pause button, making that fix.
Switching sides.
And now to the other side. Now, what will be the difference maker between these two halves is Tosh's opping on defense. If they are able to get him on that deep line on pipes or on a B, if he's able to stay aggressive, this could be very, very hard for Empire because the only thing they have to get him off that line is the drone and maybe a cascade.
Yeah, and as well, the teammates can break that drone and dart, and with no flashes, it's going to take some incredible smoke work to cut up the site and get past a good offer.
Absolutely. So now let's get into this pistol. It looks like we're showing a B hit with Harbor, late A, late mid. But on the other side, Exolved ready. 4 posted over on the B site. Harbor walling to try to bring over some players, but Empire loud on the other side.
Wim 1 through the smoke. Tosh caught by the dart. Swings into Brady and it costs him his life. Now 4v4, still even numbers.
And a pause.
And Empire.
Very good call.
Spike is rotating towards A now. Kinetic seems wary about it. Starts leaning over towards A as well.
It depends on how fast they get over. Dunks
Pings
probably
coming out from Empire. It seems they're wary of an A push.
Toxins going up.
Jovit walking down 2. Could go big if he catches him off guard.
Doesn't get
Kinetic
the trade.
keeps up, loses his life. Jovit gets 1. Sees Spike as well.
Players called over. This would be a perfect time. Perfect time for Dunks to make his move, and he does. Wall up, going for that deep line. But
Spike is still going over towards A.
Still over towards B. This could be a free A site, but we're losing time.
The Harbor wall goes up as a fake, and they're running back at B again.
And they have called it. Dunks in their spawn. They have no idea, and that's just a free B site. Do they get the bomb down in time? It's going to be close. Just in time.
They should have time. And like I was hoping for exactly, with these double smokes going on the opposite sides of the map, tons of fakes and misdirection, and it's looking like it's going to be a real fun half.
Yes. So it's all about this map manipulation here. Dunk's in a great position, calling to his teammates, hey, there's 2 kitchen.
Gets one, doesn't get the shot, gets both,
jumps
and now
out
gets caught reloading. 1v2 this is winnable, especially with the smoke on the bomb. Spam coming out, and Envy cleans up Wim. And pistol round for Empire, taking the lead as well.
Very well done with the fakes. Now, does Exolved take this information and say, hey, they're gonna go for map rotates. We're gonna leave somebody here and you don't leave until bomb's planted? Or are they gonna continue to try to bolster their sites? They do have a very fine retake with the double initiator, so either one is viable, but you just have to commit to one of the strategies. Starting off with a passive setup from Empire, seeing if they catch Exolved into a push, an over push.
Exolved are going to take orb towards A, and they're going to be happy with that, backing away and quick rotating over towards B, assuming that there was early aggression. Molly coming out to break that turret on Boiler. Empire still just holding from their spawn, perfectly content to wait out the timer.
Absolutely, and looks like we're about to run into a 3-stack here. Gonna get slowed by the harbor wall, but they're not ready for it!
Kinetic gets 2! Brady and Miz gets 2 to trade, and that opens up A.
Oh my
Tosh on this mid, though. Dunk sees him. Empire just gonna speed up onto A. Tosh and Obez are doubled up to try and take on Dunks. Dunks gets 1. Does he respect the second? He does, and he gets cleaned up.
I mean, of course, he gets 2. That's how much Dunks are worth, man.
Cleaning up the round as well seems to be quite a common theme here. That late round just push into sight. It cost 2 people, but the trades came through and it opened up A, leaving Empire on top to just take sight and clean up the round with gun advantage.
Absolutely, and Empire has decided to, fully commit into this. It's a full buy versus a full buy. Only a Guardian in the hands of Miz, but honestly, it's just as good as any other rifle.
Heavy A aggression by Exolved, getting that A orb again as well. Only Wim on this B side. Seems he wanted to go for something.
Oh.
Empire backing up now.
Just a
content with the fake noise. Brady walking up, might catch Tosh over on the other side. He does.
Very well done.
Empire are gonna start rotating towards A.
Kinetic
gets Miz. Jovi gets Brady as well. Now a 4v3 with numbers for Exolved.
But it is a 3v1.
Jovid hears everything, goes in the cove, catches Envy. That spikes down. Dunks gets the trade on Jovid though, still man advantage, but Dunks turns around on 180 to get another.
Spike planted.
This man
now 2v2 post. And that'll give them back equal man. No more man advantage.
But the health advantage is very firmly on the side of Exolved. This could be a hard one.
It is very true.
Viper is alive.
Ricky and Dunk both one shot.
One enemy remaining.
That'll be Ricky down, all up on Dunks now. 1v2. Catches Kinetic. Just Wim left.
As long as he plays this patient, he wins this. Just can't get too serious about this wall.
Spamming across, almost catches Wim. Wim gonna stick it with the wall. Wall goes down.
He is fast enough. Oh my gosh, Dunks with 4 on the round, pushing Empire across the finish line, breaking the buy round, causing this timeout. Absolutely, they have to do something about Dunks. 20-8 in the game, looking absolutely dominating.
And then so far, Exolved have been struggling with this attack half. It seems that they are close rounds, but they just can't quite close it out.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing from Exolved just how many utility fights have we seen from Exolved so far? I'm seeing tons of 50-50s everywhere. There's contact plays, but most of the time they're playing kind of separated. And with this double initiator, double info comp, we should be trying to use this info utility to be able to group up on a side of the map and kind of take initiative into these fights. Right now, it just looks like we're waiting for them to peek into us.
Absolutely.
If I'm an Exolved coach, waiting for them to peek into us, it's not really working out. We need to start taking initiative as a team, not just as an individual.
It's the same problem that Empire was having on defense, but with the double initiator, it's hard to see why this isn't immediately the play style that we're seeing. But hopefully, check in with coach. He's getting them talked to, and we'll see that turnaround right here. Starting off with a solo B, we want to just seems like we're playing heavy retake B, but in the mid site,
big mid fight here. Just Obis to hold it.
Lots of spams coming through, no connects, and it's just the trade of utility. Everybody backing
As well,
off
for those
on
who
the
are
reset,
curious.
leaning towards that A site.
For those who'd like to know, Exolved have 3 Sheriff's Guardian and Stinger to work with. I know the overlay is not working at the moment.
Posh in a really committed position. And Dunks takes him out from above.
Spammed. Envy onto Kinetic as well. All up to Jovit. He's gonna get shot from behind by Miz. Now Oviz looking for something with this Sheriff.
Spike planted.
William sees Miz. Trying to get a shot off, but unable to. Miz gets the kill. All up to Oviz now. For his position. And a flawless round for Empire.
Beautiful. Beautiful from Empire. They have firm control of this game and they don't want to let go. 10-6. A buy up.
It is doable, but
up in the hand of Tosh. This is going to be a critical round. If Exolved can win this, this could be the start of a cascade, but the Empire does not want to crumble.
she'll see how this op does. Op on A and Empire. Nobody over there right now. Starting off over towards B. Op on a deep line now. Might be able to catch Brady here.
Enemy kill.
And he does.
He does.
Good first kill. And now Empire want to commit to this B.
Running straight into the stack. This could be very dangerous for Empire.
I suggest you move.
Harbor roll coming out. Not committing default. They're going to push into snow. Kinetic gets Miz. And now Molly coming out for the plan. Sobolt as well. Dunks gets Jovit and Boiler mid.
And he's left alive with 2 HP and a dream. This is going to be a very hard
cleans up and win.
Clutch. He needs an ace to win it. 2 HP and a dream. Bomb being defused. Going for the peak and Wim takes him out. Viper diff.
Look them in the eyes when you kill them.
Very good round for Exolved. Got that op online and we're able to get that pick. Empire now has to answer the question, how do we remove that offline?
Especially as well, Exolved are not afraid to leave this op to really hold his own. They leave one player with him to break a drone or a dart, and that's about all he needs. He can hold that line till the end of time with no flashes for the side of Empire. And as Viper coming out over on A with the op over towards B, we'll see what Empire come up with to combat this.
They do have a counter Viper's Pit if they would like to, but other than that, that's about all they have for this Viper.
Miz gets up. If Tosh keeps swinging, he might get spotted. Jovit's holding his push.
Yep, Tosh getting antsy, barrel spotted, and that's the op gone. Miz with a huge pick, probably calling over the rotates. But instead, they opt to back out, going towards this Viper's Pit. Jovit with a very well-timed push. He knows, hey, Empire's A, guys, don't you move. All the way up the B line. Might even over push to go for the flank. He's gonna hear this alarm bot soon.
Seems to be ready for it. Holding for it.
And they were at the same time positioned outside of this Viper's pit, getting ready to go in. Ricky made a slight noise on the rope.
The noise dropping. Here's the dash in. Kinetic gets running good by Ricky.
30 seconds left.
All just Win gets one. Brady and Ricky each get theirs. All on Ovis now, and Miz running around gets caught out. Ovis can't get the shot off to Ricky. Ricky with a 3K. And that is a round and the op out of play for Empire.
I mean, Miz with just perfect timing to walk up on that right side of B main, and Tosh just getting more and more antsy to try to get a deeper and deeper and deeper line, just punished. And well, that could honestly spell the map for Exolved. Empire should be able to close it out here. Economy a little bit broken. They're gonna have to force up for the rest of these rounds.
Yeah, we're gonna see a stack over towards B here, and Tosh pushing up, but the drone's gonna spot him. Going for it. Catches Miz. Ricky trades with that dart inside of Tosh.
Whoa, very aggressive pop here.
Jovic smokes Dunks. Holding up the gun still. Dunks gets one on to Jovic. Win, the only one on B side here, and a mid push coming out of Empire. Oba is not ready for it. Turns around, can't get the kill. Obis gets it. Kinetic walks into this mid smoke behind 3 members, but he only takes 1. Gets another on Brady.
But oh my gosh, what a shot from Dunks. That was some fast reaction.
And now the ult's gonna come out to secure this round. It's gonna have to be a 1v2 post plant into the ult for Kinetic to win this round. He has a shock. It could take out 1.
Very doable for
Spotted Ricky. Ricky is 1 shot. Oh, but Ricky hits a better shot and wins it out. And that is match point for Empire.
Match point.
I mean, hey, you guys wanted a series. Here we are. It's looking like we're looking at a map 5. Empire ready to close this game out. Said, hey, we've had enough of these shenanigans. Let's move on. You're not taking another map off of us. Exolved, though, still can very well do it. They have a Vandal and a Bulldog, and honestly, they have a Stinger too. Best weapon in the game, I can't lie. Once again, a passive setup from Empire, waiting for this overpush. Exolved
leaning over towards A. Kinetic, the only one with a full rifle. Holding a deep line, has to back off because of the drone.
Ahead.
And I know this
The
kind
two
of
best weapons over towards A, really.
Nothing crazy here, but I just have to say, Kinetic's got some movement to be on top of Generator as the Soba.
That is quite crazy, quite impressive. Gonna be the Vandal and the Jet Knives on A. It's gonna be Exolved's best chance if Empire decide to hit this. They have plenty of info, but they're not rotating over. Empire grouping up for 5 to hit this site.
And it looks like they're going to commit the KJ ult, push them off, force them to use their ults, their Gecko ult for the retake. It's going to be very, very interesting how Exolved going to
Tosh popping dash, goes for 1. Can't quite get the shot onto Brady. Empire running on the site here.
And we are in a retake scenario.
Miz, top sign, sees Tosh, gets him down to 1 shot. Nice shot by Tosh onto Ricky. Traded by Miz.
He manages.
He gets 1. Harbour gets off before getting another, before finally being traded by Wim. A 2v2 now. Harbour completely offside at this moment. All up to Kinetic and Wim.
Wim waiting for that gas to come back up so he can potentially get that diffuse off. Kinetic very low.
1
so
shot.
He has to
Even this turret could kill him here.
To stop the spam.
Gets Wim gets 1. The wall's gonna go down. Dunks.
Tapped. Kinetic isn't able to
Dunks closes it out.
I am your monster.
Absolutely.
Going to map 5.
Phenomenal performance. 5. Both teams have wanted it. Both teams are fighting hard. 2 close wins for Exolved. 2 dominant wins for Empire Gaming. It all comes down to this. Break it down for me. What are we looking at on Ascent here? What can we expect?
I'm really hoping a Yoru Harbor from Exolved.
No way they run this right. Aw.
Are we seeing a
Legendary
Yoru or are we
EO5.
swapping to KO?
Not sure. We'll see.
I've seen the Yoru jet before.
Exolved really love the double duelist, right?
Oh,
They do.
yeah.
They do.
Yeah,
This is
Tasha
the only map
Blitz.
that they don't run it on is Icebox.
All right, so on the side of Exolved, it looks like we have standard comp, but instead of KO, we have the Yoru. So we're just going for a more aggressive side, while Empire is trading the Cypher for the Vice. Very interesting. So both sides are going to have a little bit more pressure than your standard comps, but at the same time, each one is going to have a very different kind of defensive showing. Empire, they're going to have some very strong retakes with their double flashes, while Exolved, they're going to, they're going to be in your backline a lot faster than you'd expect. It's going to be a clash of ideals here. Very excited to see where this goes.
I'm really hoping to see a lot of individual play in specific from both Obiz and Tosh. A lot of implant and then fight. Leave the Cypher on a certain side, have Sova and Omen being the supporting pieces, and get in their faces on this defense with this double duelist.
Absolutely. All right. 15 seconds here into the round. It looks like we might have some form of a DRX. But before that, actually, we will have some form of a tech pause. Unfortunately. Just getting word in here that we had an Empire player DC right before the round.
This one's not me. This one's not me.
Yep. So, just gotta wait it out here. We'll be back here in a second.
This actually gives us a little bit of time to talk about the attackers with Vise here.
Yes.
As you said, there's a lot of double flash. There's a ton of info with this comp between the way that Vise works as a sentinel. There's a lot of aggressive info with this flash, and there's a little bit of flank watch with the low, but a lot of Vises are going to go to more aggressive with it. You're seeing KO and you're seeing Sova. They're going to be able to take B and A control, heavy defaults starting this attack side into these really good execs with these double flashes and a ton of utility that refreshes pretty fast.
Yes.
It's kind of what we like to see.
Absolutely. And as a bit of a Vice player myself, this is I love how Vice plays on the attack. It's just you show yourself as the active lurk. Hey, I'm over here. I'm flashing you. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to actually come and fight me, or are we just going to let it happen? You're going to let me walk up? It's just beautiful mind games, and teams have to respect it. On top of that, that flash giving that information, very, very similar to the Cypher, but just more active. Not gonna have that same map control that Cypher does, but you can definitely have stronger hits with that Vice. Very excited to see what Empire decides to do with that.
I roll back the round. Ender. Hello?
What?
Can I roll back the round?
Why do we need to roll back?
Oh, there's lots of TPs.
Oh. Yeah, roll back.
Ooh, okay. Somebody type B. Somebody type B.
Recalling. All right. Getting into it here. Making sure all the players are okay, then we will start up this final match of the series, Empire versus Exolved. 2-2 grand finals, map 5, final map. Lots of tension between these two, lots of on the line. See who wants it more.
I really like Ascent being the final. It's a map that's always tended to be like the most fundamental team will win it.
Absolutely. It's been in here for, a long time.
5 years, 5.5 years now.
Yes. Used to be one of my least favorite maps because everybody knew how to play it. But you know, it's definitely a fun watch, fun to see who knows what they're doing. All right, and we're getting live. Here we are into the game. 40 seconds until the start. Now, it looks like Exolved here is going for some sort of early DRX mid push into tiles. At the same time, we got a triple stack over here, the anti-DRX triangle start from Empire. This could get nasty for our Jet Tosh here. We'll see how they clear it up.
Quick reminder for casters to click brackets and view Rainbow.
Ooh, good call.
Here.
Actually, just a mid walk here. Envy about to peek into 3 here. Gets a shot, backs off. Just a stalemate while Exolved has full mid control. Ready for a fight.
Here.
Vice flash here for the info. Miz taking out Tosh. Wasn't able to connect. And Envy with the spam through the smoke on the retreat. Very, very strong start for Empire here. Exolved on the back foot. We have just one lonely Sova towards this B site. Facing down the barrel of 5 pistols. Going for the early peek for this information. Gets a bunch of shots at his face, tosses a shock dart. Unable to connect, right click, doesn't hit. And that is a free site for Empire Gaming. Door being broken. Gearing up for this 2v5 retake. Not really much to be done in strong retake positions. Just gonna have to see what Obis and Wim can get done. Flash come in. Miz with an easy pop. Flash on it. And that is the round. A flawless for Empire. Looking very, very strong to start. Absolutely no quarter taken. And in fact, it was so flawless. We're seeing a couple Vandals on the squad. Miz got 3 kills. He's Vandal full rifle, full shields here. 2 other rifles on the side of Empire with lights. And all pistols for the side of Exolved. Classicing up. It's going for a potential silent stack on B. And Empire, of course, in their classic anti-eco strategy of playing back, playing for these over pushes. Tosh showing the hand early. Going for the walk up here. Brady ready. And just misses the shot. But they milled a dash and they got some information. Empire ready to work the map at this point here. Taking it very slowly, very methodically. And actually, Exolved here, we're getting ready to rotate, but a very, very timely dart from Ricky calls them back over, and they're just not sure what to do. Really, what they need to do is just kind of stick to a play and go with it. Now we're out of these kind of anchoring positions. Empire with another great read. These mid-round calls are phenomenal. Heading back into the spawn, but Kinetic was deep enough in the line to call for the rotates. So if they move fast enough, they can get on the A line, but they don't want to full commit to it. They're still trying to be ready for this fast rotate. The Thorns off in heaven. Already ready. But Wim shot gets a kill from his tripwire. But Envy with a very quick 4K saying, hey, no you don't. That's all you get, buddy. And for the anti-eco ace, Envy, 6 on the board. Another beautiful round from Empire Gaming. into our buy round from Exolved. Getting all these rifles out. Ricky opting to keep his Bulldog. And a full buyout from Exolved. However, 3 light shields and a regen shield on the side of Exolved. These Phantoms are going to put in work. This Bulldog's going to put in work. Great A start from Empire. And off the trap play, oops, gets one, dunks. Take it out. Tosh gets another one. Full flash going through that smoke. 4v3 with Ricky. Very, very low. Just bringing the spike back over to B. These double tripwires posted up. Might not catch this in time. Catches a gun barrel on Brady and gets the spam. Very nice kill from him. Bringing this into a 2v4 scenario. But Ricky extremely low. Exolved should be able to clean this up fair ease. Bomb going down.
Spike planted.
Ricky might die to the spam. Manages to live, but shock dart. That regen shield saved him just barely. Milling a lot of util from Exolved. Miz with a nice shot.
Last player standing.
Tosh 3 to do it. Here's one. Give him the 1v1s. That's one. 2, 3. That's Miz with a very beautiful clutch. A 3v1 clutch. All of them barreling down his face. He said, hey, not on my watch, buddy. Not on my watch. Channeling the energy of dunks from Icebox. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Well played. Well played. Absolutely heartbreaking for Exolved to lose that. They just weren't close enough on those trades, and they just didn't play it meticulously well enough. That jump across, giving him those 1v1s, and that shot onto the Cypher nailed the coffin. Empire with an aggressive A-take, feeling very confident after that win. Tosh doesn't land that aggressive shot in the main. A main in control of Empire Gaming. They already have this KO ult online, one off the Jet ult, one off the Sova ult. This is looking very, very dangerous for Exolved already. Only 4 rounds in. Minute left on the clock, looking towards mid. Getting a deep drone down. And again, once again, Empire, this anti-eco strat, they play it slow and methodical. They try to pull rotates. They try to figure out where is the Exolved team. Shocks coming in. But there's a lot of people on this A side. This could get nasty. But it did get nasty, but not for Exolved.
Spike down A.
And once again, Empire playing this very, very, very slow, very methodical, very carefully.
30 seconds
and they leave.
left.
They say, hey, I know you're here. I'm just gonna go rotate B. Jovit potentially getting a shot here. But Dunk says no. 4-0. Very clean from the Empire squad. Honestly, if I'm coach here, I'm calling a timeout very, very soon. This rifle round is too imperative to potentially leave up in the air. Tosh already with this off online. He wants to try to take it to them. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to be able to do. Empire has not been playing too proactive, but we shall see. A walk down, and they let the Euroclone walk past. Getting ready to do just a fast execute here, but Kinetic with a very timely dart almost stops their push, but Envy very well done with this dart, and that is another free site for Empire. And now we are retaking with this op. Tosh has a lot to do. Sova ult comes out from Ricky. And gets one. That's It's just looking worse and worse and worse for Exolved. The story here looking very similar to the previous maps, just a strong start from Empire on their map wins. Trades coming in, and 5-0 very quickly for Empire. Exolved needs to hit the stop button right now, try to figure out what's going on, what can we do, and there it is, Decathlon calling on the team, checking him, seeing if he can stop the bleeding. All right. So if I were a coach here, Coach Decath, I'm saying, hey, they're kind of just barreling over you guys. I'm gonna be honest. It's looking like a gunfight diff every single time. These trades are just like not coming through, and then they feel very info starved. They're just starting on these mains, not really doing too much mid. So maybe Exolved can look into this mid for their answers, kind of cut into their map rotations, because they are using this map a lot. Rotations are coming in left, right, and center. Five seconds left on this timeout. I'm gonna get right back into it. Miz looking very phenomenal, 9-0, has not dropped anything. Envy close behind 8-1, while everybody else on the Exolved team is struggling. We've seen these players do very well in the past, but just Empire firing on all cylinders right now. This eco is going to be very, very important. They're starting in a spread setup. No set play here. Once again, Empire playing this nice and slow in this anti-DRX setup, and the walk down on B main from Exolved. Brady misses the information, and that's 2 for Exolved. Brady with a trade, a nice headshot from Obits, and that is a 3v2. Pressing the go button on the A site, Cypher catches a sight of dunks, and this eco round could be very, very important. Just off the back of that flash, barely missing. Exolved pushing down that B main. Ricky with a nice shot.
Last player standing.
Obits still going work with that shot. 1v1 dunks. Puts it in the hoop again. 2 points. Gets the bomb down. 0-6 in favor of Empire Gaming. I mean, it just seems like this team can do no wrong right now. After an absolutely phenomenal push down from Exolved, just off the backs of that flash missing, getting 3 absolutely beautiful shots from the Yoru. And they couldn't close out the round. I think the mistake there was the usage of the Yoru ult, leaving them actually out of a numbers advantage. A heavy setup towards the A site here. It might just be a run it down execute here. Empire with all of the confidence. Shock darts coming out to clear the trips. Ultimate out to take the site. And that is the site, but a spray from Miz ends up connecting with Kinetic after a few bullets have traded. Door broken. Empire in these advanced positions. I'm not sure if Miz caught this body. Didn't. Ricky gets the trade. This retake is coming around. Brady with the late lurk, bringing Cypher to try to take care of him.
Last player standing.
Man, it's just too hard. It's just too hard for Exolved to get in this. It's just brick wall after brick wall after brick wall. There's just no answers to come up with. And once again, on eco, it seems like they're saving this eco so they can get this op back online. Their game plan is to get op back online to try to stop this bleeding, but it's looking rough. The best that they're looking at right now is an 8-4 half if they don't win this eco. A main take and dunks once again. I mean, his name is Dunks for a reason. He is good for 2. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal play from Empire right now. Miz already up B. They have rotated towards mid and A, and this is a retake for Empire. 5v3 retake scenario for Exolved with Vice Util to go through. Gun disadvantage.
Enemy down.
Win with a nice shot on Miz. Trying to stop it. Dunk's getting close. Ready to fight. What takes him out on the reload. On for another eco ace on the side of Empire. Dunks is hunting for it. He wants it. He's not letting Miz have all the fun. I'm sorry, Envy. Envy was the one that got it before. Gets caught on a timing, decides to look for a sight, taken down by the Stinger. 2v3 scenario here, but weapons heavily favor Empire.
One enemy remaining.
Kinetic with a very nice shot. Gets another one. Just needs to land the body for the kill. Could not land that second shot. Very, very close attempt. 0-8 in favor of Empire. This is just dominating. This is dominating. Heartbreaking for our Exolved fans here, but absolutely dominating performance from Empire. They are firing on all cylinders. There's just no answer from Exolved here. Empire, once again, starting in this 3-2 setup. Anti-DRX. They were expecting this DRX, but it has not come once. This might be the round. Going in, there's the DRX setup. Fight in B main, breaking, pinstriping across the board, trades coming across, ending into a 2v2. Wim getting that last kill, and there's the information. 2v1 scenario. Envy with all to do. Needs to grab the spike. Location known. Kinetic and Wim here. Getting close to each other. Likely trying to play that retake. Deciding to double up onto B site together. Envy could be looking into trouble here, but we have seen Empire win these rounds time and time again. Can they make magic happen a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time? I mean, this team just looks unstoppable. Envy, noise made, and info not done towards site. He is walking into the blender, jumps, and that is Exolved on the board. They are not getting 13-0'd again. No, sir. This is a start of the turnaround for Exolved. Money back in the hands. They're able to get in a full buy. But Empire, I mean, they're just laying in the bread. So much money to work with. They're good for the rest of this half, relatively. Unless they get flawless 2 times in a row. But the way this has been going, I don't think that's in the cards. Aggression towards A main. No connections on this Civil ult, but A main secured for Exolved. Opting to instantly rotate towards B since Empire has very quickly gone towards it. Miz out.
Here.
Pushing towards the site. We only have one on the site, one towards stairs. Tosh peeking out of the stairs, unable to connect on Miz, and Otis peeks out the smoke, gets 2. Miz unable to control his Vandal.
Last player standing.
Kinetic getting 2, 1 with the shock dart, and once again, it's up to Dunks in this clutch scenario. 1v3 situation, 1 spotted out, he knows his position, he's making noise, he's just going for this bomb. Exalt playing is very, very slow. 1 towards stairs, TP's across, grabs this bomb.
I have the spike.
Almost gets that headshot spam through the smoke. That could have been disastrous for Exolved. Onto the site, gets the tap down, just looking for these players. He knows the world is up against him right now, and he's trying to figure out what to do. Wim going across lane, gets that kill. 2-8 in favor of Empire. But it seems like they finally did staunch this bleeding. Pulling it back, clawing it back from the depths. These last 2 rounds would be very, very important for Exolved. Empire still looking very strong. Going for this A aggression. Once again, they seem to like to do this when they have the KO ult here, KO or Vice ult, and they might have Vice ult for the last round of this half here.
Get out of my way!
Instant blind. They are going for it, holding W. Got a crossfire. 3 already on the site. Miz with 1. Jovich trades. Envy getting the trade. Pinch strikes across the board. And it ends in favor of Empire since Envy was in that ult. He just gets res into a 4v1. Just absolutely rough. Kinetic trying to go out into the thorns, into the guns of 4 players. 2-9 in favor of Empire. Now, if we know anything about Valorant, this round is the most important. If Exolved wins, we're looking at a 9-3 curse. And we've all experienced those 9-3 curses. We've all seen those 9-3 curses. Anything is possible. But 2-9 looking heavily in favor of Empire. Exolved, set up for this DRX. Going for this mid pressure, pushing down. Ready for it. And Tosh with 2, Envy trading 1, but they're in Ricky with the ult. Miz ends up killing him because of the tag here. Yulu on top, trying to kill the Sova, doesn't manage. Ending us in a 3v3, and there's that Vice ult for the last round I was telling you about. But all 6 players in the server are here. That tripwire getting lots of value, taking down Ricky.
Down A.
Miz trying to push into the Cypher, get some sort of form. And that is it. 9-3 in favor of Empire. But if anybody knows anything about 9-3 halves, it's actually in favor of Exolved. Hitting this half here. Nice reset button. It's all important. This pistol round is the most important round of this map. It's not, in fact, it's not the most important round of this map. It's the most important round of this entire series. The game is on the line. What does Exolved have cooked up for this attack side? Seeming like they're going for just a standard 8-hit. They will be running into this Vice here. Is this stall going to be enough to thwart them? I don't know. Empire on the other side of the map going for B main control. A taken by Exolved. Still pressing the go button. Dunks on site alone. Ready to go. Thorns out, flash out. The stall is successful. Droning out and Brady with a fight. Couple whips from both sides. Orbs finishes it off. Kinetic with 2, but Envy with 3. What a shot! Oh my gosh, he was trying to ace again.
Cutting through.
Dust settles, it's a 2v2 here. Bomb planted. 2 players have in, 2 players towards Jin.
My camera is destroyed.
Exolved. Need this pistol round. TP out. Cypher alone. And hell, actually gets spammed out. Remaining. But he wins the fight.
Player standing.
1v1 in favor of no one. Bombs down. Huge spam on that. And Ricky wins it out. Very, very close from Exolved, but just couldn't land those final crucial shots. Ricky showboating a little bit before he defuses this bomb. And it's looking dire for Exolved Esports. They're going to have to dig in deep into the reserves. Hopefully we can get a timeout from the coach here, talk to this team, get them into this, because they are forcing up. This is do or die.
Here.
Miz has a... I mean, it is an outlaw, but we'll call it an operator this round. It can do some damage. They're going for this mid take, and that's a collateral. Oh, man. I mean, they can do no wrong. They can do no wrong.
Cover going out.
Morale on the side of Exalt has to be absolutely crushed by that collat kill. And then Empire, they're just happy with that. They can just sit here and chill, wait for them to walk into their crosshairs. Dunk's about to face 2 into Stingers, peeking the smoke. And Miz peeking 1. That's 1. Dunk's faced with 2. Couldn't land those shots. Stingers win. Envy gets the trade, and that is 3-11 in favor of Empire Gaming. Dominating performance. Everybody on this team has had their map. No check-in from the coach. He trusts the team. Exolved going into this 14th round. What can they do? Wait, I was right. It is 15th round. I'm not crazy.
Flashbang.
DRX from Empire. Faked. Miz with the deep line into tiles. Kinetic taking out Dunks in main. Wim might walk into the eyes of this outlaw here. Miz looking. Spotted. And he gets one. What's the spike? And another from Jovic. Right click couldn't quite land, but that is detrimental. Ratosh, bring it back. Brady with the trade. 2v2. Bomb leaning towards A. Rotates coming in. This is going to be a fight for this A site. No rest for the side of Exolved. As soon as this bomb tap, peeking before, getting his shots in, caught with the util out. And 3 on the round for Brady, 3-12 for Exolved. This is it. Match point, series point, championship point for first place in the Nerve Esports Season 2 circuit. No pause from the coach. Letting it ride. Empire starting in their standard setup. Exolved leaning the bomb towards B. Vice set up over there. Looking for that B and mid pressure early. Empire taking that A main space instantly. Miz with the deep push on the line. Envy pushing up, killing Kinetic, and it's already a 3v2 scenario. Oats gets 1, taking it down to 3v1. Miz jumping around, being annoying, but Obes says, hey, not on my watch, putting the team in his hands. 3v2 retake scenario. The world on Exolved. Gets scanned, and Spam Dunks takes him down. Jovic into smoke, and that is it. GG, well played. Empire Gaming are your Nerve Season 2 Circuit League
Defenders
champions. Give it up. Well played to both of these teams.
All right, we will be.
What a map.
Yeah, we'll be getting an interview real quick.
I mean, it's gotta be Miz, no? Or Envy?
I was thinking. I'll ask.
I mean, at this
both
point,
teams or just one?
Just
the whole
Empire
team.
Gaming.
Let's start off with Empire. Let's get them in here. They're feeling hot. There are champions of this season. Let's get some words. Bring in any of the boys.
Bring in one. Okay, bring in one.
Any of the boys. Yeah, just one.
Maybe not Dunks or Brady. Why don't you just bring Envy in, bro? He had a monster map, and he's the IGL.
Oh yeah, we leaked. Oh shit, no leaks.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Are you for real?
They type in Val. Who wants to? They said prob dunks. I'll drag dunks.
Dunks? Really? My goat is getting in here?
Yeah. I mean, that's actually who I had the
Whoever
questions
go.
prepared for. So
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
Well, I had questions prepared for Dunks or Tosh, depending on who won.
Mm.
All right, let me drag 3, 2. Yo.
Yo.
First of all, congrats. How you feel?
You know, feels good. You know, been playing this for a while now. Feels good to win it all.
Absolutely. Handshakes. We started it out. We're handing off the trophy to the other side of the Empire squad.
Ninja, you had
Just-
a bar during the game. You're like, his name's Dunks. He's good for 2 or something along that line. Bro.
Dude, I mean,
Bro.
he
Yeah,
was, man.
That shit was
Every
fire.
single
Fire.
round on Icebox, man. Dunks was he was Kobe. He was Kobe and LeBron. He was Kobe, LeBron, and Jordan.
He's dunking on them. Something like that.
What did you end that game, Dunks? Like
26-9.
Jesus.
Alright.
Thanos on this team.
Dunks. Got a couple
Yep.
questions for you.
What's up?
First of all, you guys have been dominant all season, going 9-0, and then undefeated into playoffs. What do you think allowed you guys to perform to that level throughout the whole season?
I feel like just our teamwork and you know, we just have 5 shooters, which if our teamwork isn't the best on days, I mean, we can get bailed out by our mechanics. But we always strive to improve and to be the best. So, yeah, we're just happy to be undefeated throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, I would be too. Couldn't relate, unfortunately. Were you guys surprised by how well Exolved performed today? It was actually a pretty close series. Not many people thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But was there
yeah.
anything specific that stood out to you from Exolved?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like each of these teams have really grown out through the season and have just been able to at the start we were just rolling, and throughout this playoffs runs there have been a couple close maps, close series, and I just feel like every team has just grown throughout this league, and Exolved is one of those teams that have just grown the most.
Mm-hmm.
That is
And,
absolutely true.
Yeah. You know, they game really good. Like, I don't know if they always did it, but they swap shit this double duelist with Obiz and Tosh on mostly like every map, and they just fry. Like, especially Tosh, that guy's a demon.
Mm-hmm.
Envy's begging to be let in.
Yeah, Envy and Brady as well.
Okay, well, I'm not dragging the whole team in.
You're 1 by 1.
Okay.
1 by 1.
I'll get 2 in here. 1 by 1 would be crazy. I'll get Envy in here.
Oh, they clipped my 8. Oh.
Hello, Envy. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to tell you I was dragging you.
Yeah, they did clip your ace Envy. How did that feel, man?
Honestly, it felt amazing, especially after the previous map.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it did, man. I mean, you were looking phenomenal on Ascent. It was a great map to watch. You guys looked, very solid. And I was informed that you are the IGL of Empire. I have to say that mid-rounding call and that very patient play that you guys had on Ascent was beautiful to watch.
Thank you.
Tell me, what were you feeling in those calls? Were you feeling any pressure? Were you feeling any doubts?
Respectfully, I wasn't feeling any pressure, especially what we did, how we've been playing on Ascent. I knew we had it. I knew this whole series was gonna be ours. So I just told the boys, let's play how we play Ascent. Let's play like us. Let's play slow, even though usually we play aggro, and they'll just fall into our hands, and that happened.
Yes. Now, I'm gonna go off script here and ask like a question because this was burning on my mind while I was casting Icebox. Why were we letting that dart scan over and over again?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I don't have a good response for you. I was just I guess you could say I was just tilted.
Yeah, that was my main sticking point. The defense could have gone very, very strongly if that dart was allowing the jet to hold a deep angle. But every single time foiled by that pesky little dart. But overall, absolutely great series. Loved watching you guys. You guys did great. You have any words? Anybody you want to shout out?
Honestly, I just want to shout out my whole team. We've been together for a while, and I think this is our 4th tourney win. You know, with our new addition, Brady. Brady picked up some big shoes, and I think he did a really good job. Mizook, he's just the GOAT. Ricky, my radiant heart. I love Ricky. And then Dunks, you know, we had some issues with Dunks, but you know, he's the kid. Fortunately, he matured for us, and he's putting in effort every day, just like everyone else.
Love to hear that. Love to hear that. Very familiar with team growing pains and figuring out where everybody lands. But as always, when things shake out right, magic happens. Very well done from you guys.
May I have a shout out?
Of course.
Shout out Glitch. Use code RKingdom whenever you're checking out, please.
Whoa.
Hashtag ad.
Luckily, we don't have any
Any
sponsorships
of-
yet, so you're good. You're good.
Any
Rogue energy.
I did have one more. Thank you, Ender, for the invite. I think
Of
it was a
course.
great circuit. I loved every week of it. It was fun. No issues. Loved the production. Thank you for everything.
Love you, bro. Love you. Thank
you
you.
Absolutely. Did any of the other Empire boys want a couple things to say?
I can go ask.
I can go
think-
ask.
I think Brady wanted a word. I think that's who it was.
Yes.
Going in.
I want to ask them how they deal with Tilt, because it sounded like Tilt was a big issue, no?
Mm-hmm. That's a great question to ask Brady.
Okay, while we wait, I would personally like to shout out everybody who's into stream. We hit record, what was it, 74 viewers at one point. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes.
We are the biggest tier 3 tournament in terms of viewership from what I've seen.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Definitely deserved.
Let's go, Ender. Woo!
And hopefully I get some staff so I can start doing more content for the org.
Yo,
and
your
stuff.
observer is unpaid. Can I get like $5?
And thank you everybody for watching the stream. We're gonna end it here.
Crazy. Yo, I do we just drag Brady? We just like drag
this
him
guy just
unannounced?
let. Oh well, I guess he could.
You just
Oh,
let
he said.
him,
Oh,
like-
in chat, let me in. I'm dragging him. Hello, Brady.
Oh shit! Yo.
What's up?
All right.
Heard you had some words.
Oh yeah, first yeah, bro. Great series. Yeah, bro, I'm hyped, man.
Sweating.
Bro, chill out, dude.
Oh, nah, bro, you don't understand. I was late map 1 and we lost it. I was nervous, bro. It's like fuck, oh my bad.
Nervous?
I was like, I was like, bro, I'm letting the team down, but you know, we're able to pull through. You know, Dunks is the GOAT. This man's insane. Like he's actually up next. Like this guy's putting up stellar performances on every map. He is the GOAT. Envy is literally like during the whole entire Ascent attacking half. He is calling perfect. Like I don't think he had messed up one bad call. Like my whole team is insane. Like I'm playing like some of the worst Valorant I've been playing. My whole team is just supporting us. It's truly like I don't know, bro. Oh, I love everyone here. I'm so excited. So happy with.
Well, that's what
Congrats,
we love
bro.
to hear. And
Yes,
we did have one question for you, Brady. We heard from one of your teammates that tilt might have been a factor on a couple of those map losses. What did you guys do to combat that tilt?
I think I mean, we have good vibes. Like I think everybody here is able to like bring up the vibes, and during in between maps, we're here just joking. Like we'll get mad or tilted after one map, but we can easily get it away. Like we usually pick on dunks during the pre-lobby, and we just laugh it off, and then we go into the next map, just refresh, and we're able to just bounce back. So that's another thing I love about this team. Vibes are great. I don't think we're
Absolutely.
yeah, I love it here.
Absolutely. Well, we love to hear that. Once again, congratulations on becoming the Nerve Season 2 Circuit Champions. How does it feel?
It was great. I came in like mid-season or towards the end, and I don't know, bro. It's been fun playing like every week. Competition. I'm not gonna lie, was pretty like when I first came in, it wasn't the greatest, but I think the other team's starting to improve, and especially in the finals, going to map 5, it was truly fun. Like I like playing these close matchups, and then just it makes it exciting, and I'm happy that we're able to get a good matchup at the end.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Well, thank you for having us. Thank you for playing. Thank you for putting on a show. It was an enjoyable series to watch.
Yep.
And hey,
Yes.
I hope to see you in the server sometime soon on the other side. We're getting our match back.
All right, man. All right.
All right.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Thank you. Bye.
All right.
Now I have to say, Exolved, they played very, very well. That was a phenomenal series to watch. They took it to the end when everybody was counting them out. We have to give props to Exolved over here. They played just as well. Hey, I mean, this tournament ran for a very long time, and they took this time to sit there and grow and take on the undefeated team and make them bleed. I mean, you have to give them props for that. They were the only other team besides Empire Redux to take a map off of Empire Gaming. Very well done. Props to them.
Yo, Orbit said, I'm impressed some Ascendants took it to map 5.
That's not shade at me or anything. It's all right.
Hey,
I'll see him next season, man.
Fine.
I'll see him next
It's
season,
fine.
man. It's all good.
It's fine.
All right.
Are you off stream right now?
No, not yet.
Oh.
All right.
I just refreshed and it's on the thing.
Thank you everybody for watching. Well, yeah, the audio's there, but thank you everybody for watching. We will see you guys not season 3, but an off-season tournament.
In the off-season
tournament. Yeah. We might host a big one. We'll have to see.
I'm excited to see it.
Our sign-ups are still open for the lab tournament. You sign up for that too.
All right. Thank you everybody for the support. See you then.
Hashtag ad.
Baba Booey.